fuck is that beeping coming from? There's some beeping. Where's that coming from? Double O, what's up? Sassy Savannah, how you doing? Dark One, what's up? Jaded, I think that says Benjamin. Benjamin, I want to say. Peace and welcome to the channel. Make sure y'all hitting that like button as y'all come in. Hello, hello, hello. How you doing? How you doing? Hello, how you doing? How's everybody doing? Happy Thursday, Thirsty Thursday. Enlighten. What's up, sis? I ain't see you in a while. How you been? You had niggas worried. Oh yeah, man. I had to come up there and show Slap some support, man. I've been real proud of him lately. What he's been doing, you know. He's having great success with this Young Pharaoh thing, and you know, I did start to do a Young Pharaoh recap, and I'm gonna finish it, but I just need to find time to finish it, like really put it together to make it good. I think I need to like sit down and like really like map everything out and map out the timeline properly so everybody can get a really good visual of it. And that's what I've been working on lately. It's just hard going through all these live streams that I did. It's like 1,000 of them. So there's a lot of them I gotta go through to map this whole thing out. And I'm gonna have Slap. I'm gonna ask Slap if you want to come over and join me one of these times too. I forgot to ask him, is he working night shift or day shift? Because he keep talking about he want me to call him. But I don't know if he worked night shift or day shift, and he in a different time zone. He all the way down in them islands. And he on like an island or something like that, and like one of them Florida islands. Pro Winners, what's up? Francesca, what's up? Yeah, man. I came across two really good videos today about Umar. I like the points that he made. One of these channels I play a lot, often. I don't play it a lot, but often. Panda News dropped a great video. You see, I'll be you see what I got going on Facebook. Yeah. I forgot about that. I keep forgetting. You know, I'm in and out of Facebook. You know, I don't really like the you see me, I be in and out. But yeah, I keep forgetting about that. Congratulations, man. It's hard, ain't it? It ain't easy. Hard, ain't it? Goddamn kids. But yeah, man, congratulations. I forgot about that. I forgot all about that, Enlighten. I remember you told me the last time we spoke. Did you hear that Coretta Flacco left no jumper? I mean, that was inevitable. He was a fucking clown over there. He don't need him anymore. He went over there and did what he wanted to do. He went over there to build up his following and start his own platform. They treated him like the clown that he is over there. They knew he was a clown and they treated him like a clown. He's an embarrassment to Philly. Nigga try to say you from North Dakota. Nigga, you from Upper Darby, Philadelphia, nigga. That nigga from Upper Darby. He was from up the street. He got ran out of this bitch. Well, I'm gonna do something on Poetic Flacco soon. Cause I finally came across some of them videos exposing him. And he's a real dirtbag. He's a real dirtbag. But yeah, back to what I was saying. Came across a great Panda Chop video. Oh, Mind Chaos is live. How the fuck did I not see that? Damn, I'm looking at the notification right now. Oh my God, 50 Cent is diabolical. This nigga put Tiny on the motherfucking this nigga put Tiny on the 50 Cent got to be stopped. This nigga needs to be stopped. He put Tiny on a goddamn what's that brand called? The oatmeal brand. Diabolical. This nigga needs to be stopped. But yeah, Panda News did a great video detailing and breaking down all the promises that Umar made and the dates he pushed back on opening the school. He did this shit 25 times. Y'all let this nigga get away with this shit 25 times.
Riverside, your all-in-one pot.
That's plain insanity. I gotta tell you, that's just plain insanity. 20 Quaker. He put her on the front of the Quaker box. He said she looked like the Quaker old man. 50 Cent needs to be stopped. He's diabolical. But 25 times y'all let this nigga push the date back. I gotta go big Remy on this one. 25 times? You better be careful there, little buddy. 25 times. Everybody talking to you back up. Every time I get a little loud, you see me talking, and you think I want to pet you. Get you some food in a second. You already ate. Greedy. You eat more than me, goddammit. Tell you I'm talking to the dog. He be up my ass all day. I can't even go to the bathroom without this motherfucker following me around. Y'all got see him. He got big as hell too. Um, One shot gaming. That's what she said. Lennon counted 30. What's the definition of insanity? Repeating something over and over again and expecting different results or something like that. I'm not close to the ballpark on that one. Let me look that up. I want to make sure I get it right. What's the definition of insanity? Insanity is a primary legal term used to determine the person's mental state at the time of crime. No, I don't want that definition. That's a legal term, the legal definition.
I'm trying to replace that school good.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Without they don't care about the status. They do the inspections, put my stickers on there, and I gotta just take it to the place across the street again and give her and say that.
But the definition of insanity, right? That's like doing something over and over and expecting different results, repeating the same process and expecting that. She knows the definition. Tripsy knows the exact definition. I don't know the exact definition, but I think it's somewhere in that ballpark. Repeating the same process.
Exact definition for what?
The definition of insane or insanity is repeating the same thing and expecting different results, or something like something
doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result.
Sis, he pushed the date back 30 times.
More than 30. What are you talking about?
Is that not the
time somebody asked him about the school? I told y'all that school is coming in February. February.
Is that not the definition of insanity? I'm talking about the donors. Fuck him. The donors.
I've been told you all of them was nuttier than fucking
I didn't know he made. I thought he just promised the school. This nigga promised them a whole civilization.
You didn't know that?
No, I just found that out.
This dumb motherfucker was telling these bitches that he was going to teach the children how to fly to the moon.
Right, I just found that. I just saw that. We gonna teach him how to fly.
Tariq sat up there and dragged him about that shit. That's the only thing about Tariq and he can be wrong as hell, but the nigga still be funny.
Yeah, I mean he still produced what he said he was gonna produce. I mean it was nothing.
Me.
It was nothing.
Bro, if you run by that logic, I need you to fund my business.
I mean, he said he was going to produce a museum.
No. You skipping all the forward history to go straight to the museum. That's not how this works. We start at the beginning when he first put his toe in the conscious community. Hidden Colors Part 1. He crowdfunded to film that movie, then turned around and charged everybody for it.
Oh,
3
shit.
times. Hidden Colors 1, Hidden Colors 2, Hidden Color 3.
Oh, these niggas. I like I said, I haven't followed them like that. Like, I just know
said it.
He made the movie. I didn't know the process of it.
Chastity says actually
I didn't know the process of it. I just know he made the movie.
Look, that school is coming in February. Umar has never helped a black child, whether a boy or a girl, and that money is gone.
Pretty much.
Anybody that tells you anything different is lying to themselves.
Pretty much. So yeah, we're gonna watch this Panda news video and then the video that you posted in the chat, because that dude made some great points. I've been definitely following along with him, and he's definitely been making great points.
Cause I'm a descendant of somebody that ain't kin to Umar.
Yeah, but people need to definitely see this one, because he pinned Umar into a corner on this one. Like, I think if anybody should have a conversation with this nigga, it should be Panda News, because he articulates it in a way where he pins Umar into a corner and he blocks off all his.
I'm sorry, but y'all give these scammers too much grace. If a nigga is known as a pistol whipper, are you gonna give him another chance?
What happened?
I said, if a dude is known as a pistol whipper, he just go around pistol whipping people, are you gonna give him a chance to be around you?
Fuck no. He getting shot every next time he come around.
If you know this nigga been to jail 27 times for simple assault, are you gonna hang out with him?
No.
Then why the fuck would you sit up here and try to critique a known liar? The bitch is lying. Umar full of shit. Say it with me. Umar.
That's what I'm saying though. Like, I think he should be the one to have a conversation with him, because he can't talk his way out of that.
Conversation with somebody that you already know is full of shit. Every conversation that Umar has,
because it needs to be had, sis. Like, everybody doesn't think with your logic.
You ain't got it yet. The people don't give a fuck. The people that send Umar money, they don't give a fuck. If you gave a fuck, you wouldn't send $1 to Umar.
Yeah, I mean, but if anybody,
y'all act like they have some kind of layer of validity, and they don't. From point A to point B, all the way to point Z, Umar is a fucking scammer.
Right.
Nothing he says has any validity.
But he needs to be publicly shamed.
He has been publicly shamed.
Something needs to be done.
And look what's happened. Not a goddamn thing.
Something needs to be done. But I think if that was the case, it needs to be Panda News, because he can't talk his way out of this conversation the way he puts it.
He ain't gonna look. As soon as you push Umar on a hard point, the nigga gonna leave. Ain't nobody never gonna get no answers out of Umar. He either gonna bluster his way through it, or he gonna leave.
Yeah, you're right.
So sitting up here trying to put his feet to the fire or whatever is pointless. The nigga is a full-blown scammer, 100%.
And it would be very entertaining too. You forget the entertaining aspect of it. Everybody ain't got your logic.
Unless you can lock that ninja in a room, he running. Sasha.
Shit, unless you can lock him in the room. You tell him you're gonna pay him.
When it's like defending YP, it don't work.
Sasha, love, what's up? Rex, what's up? Chastity, what's up? Who else is in there? Sweet DJ, what's up? Saint Center, what's up?
Years, my school will open. And Frederick Douglass, August the 21st of 2015. 2 years, my school will open. And Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey RBG Re-Africanization Academy. We're going to have an aviation academy.
Re-Africanization camp?
That's one of the first. That's one of the first iterations of FDMG right there. Jaded, bruh. What's up?
He calls it the Re-Africanization camp. That sounds like
that's one of the first iterations of
FDMG. That sounds like code for brainwashing camp.
No shit.
A brainwashing concentration camp. Cult. Re-Africanization. That sounds very cultish.
It doesn't float up the cult level though.
It just, I said it sounds like it. It sounds very culty.
It's cultish, but it's not a full-blown cult.
Imagine being in the audience and you like, yeah, and then you hear reorganization. Can't.
Remember when he said that shit? I want to send it. I'm gonna send them boys to the moon. What was that, Tariq?
I forgot who the fuck you talking about, but I know what you talking about though.
It's snoring and sniffing the whole damn way.
But I can
That's when
imagine
that
being in
school
the
first came
audience.
out. He said they was gonna have archery, shooting classes, helicopter flying class. He was gonna teach them how to build a campfire. This man was, oh Lord, he was mixing the Boy Scouts up with YMCA with a public school. He was just saying shit to say it. Won't they, sweet DJ?
I can imagine just sitting in the audience and just, you know, for the first time listening to him, you're like, damn, yeah, this brother on something. Then as soon as he say reading the African reionization, you had me all the way up to that.
Francesca.
My school will open. And Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey are in Africanization Academy. We're going to have an Aviation Academy. We're going to teach your sons and your daughters how to fly airplanes.
Told you. That shit was funny as hell. Yo, I'm gonna have to pull out some of that old footage.
The funny part about it is you had grown ass adults in the motherfucking audience. Yeah. Woo.
We should have already known that was gonna happen from Saturday. Coke? I do Coke. But I stay physically fit.
Grown ass people.
Yo, somebody need to do that skit with a puppet.
Definitely. Well, we're not gonna need it yet. I can't. That's the hardest part to wrap around my brain. There were actual adults in the audience cheering for this shit.
Bruh, Umar always shot for the lowest common denominator.
Yeah, but
he is not looking for the brightest amongst you. He is not looking for the properly polished silver. He looking for that old raggedy shit that looked like it need to be in the trash.
It's one thing to sell a dream, but goddamn, make the dream realistic.
One shot, I know, right?
How many fucking pilots have you ever seen Umar around? This nigga don't know near one fucking pilot, but he's finna tell y'all he gonna teach your kid how to fly.
This nigga ain't got a pilot's license. What is you doing?
Oh, did you hear what Maryanne said yesterday?
Huh?
Did you hear what Maryanne said yesterday?
Part of it.
She claims that he's building a house over in Ghana. In this video, he does say that he was given 500 acres over there, but that doesn't prove it. She said
he ain't took nothing from nobody else. Why would he take something somebody from Ghana giving?
I don't know. That's why I said it doesn't prove anything. But she claims that she reached out to the developers of the house, people that's building the house over there.
Just like she reached out to the people from Legacy Home Buyers. Just like she
reached out to
the people from Dollar Bank. Just like she reached out to Umar lawyers. Yo, bro, you gotta show me some proof and evidence.
She said she gonna go over to FDMG when the next building inspection. First of all, how you gonna know when the fuck
ain't no next building inspection. That place is still unoccupied. It's an unoccupied residence. It cannot be an occupied residence because it ain't up to code.
Right, but I'm telling you what she's going. I'm telling you what she's saying. She says she's going there. She's going to sit out there and record. They go in and come out.
This is why we be fussing on here. I done told you, don't come tell me what lies say.
No, because it's funny as hell.
Maryanne said, like she reliable.
No, I was not saying
it's no more reliable than flip flop from the dollar.
That's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you. You made me
If
lose
it's
my
a
train of
lie,
thought with what I
Maryanne
was going
told
to
it.
say. You can
And
cut
it
me off.
sounded like a whole lie.
Yeah, that's what makes it funny.
Oh yes, and let's not forget about Debbie and her daddyless 4 children. And now we have
Oh yeah,
Brenda,
the imagination.
and all these people
I forgot what
live
else she said. She said
on the
something else.
island of misfit toys in Maryanne land.
She said something else funny. You made me lose my train of thought. She said something else funny. That was funny as hell.
Umar don't know how to fly, bro.
We're going to have an aviation academy.
Yo, bro, right
We're
there.
going to teach your sons and your daughters how to fly airplanes.
13 years, an amount he has never fully accounted for. And the question nobody has fully answered yet is a simple one. What exactly did the community pay for? Not what date he said it would open or what excuses came after. What was the actual vision he was selling when he asked for the money?
I wish I knew, Robin. I wish I knew.
Before we get into it, real quick, for the people in the comments telling me to stop making videos about Umar, you clicked. You are here right now, which means either you want the answer or you genuinely cannot help yourself. Either way, I appreciate you. And to answer your question, the day he stops all this foolishness is the day I stop. Until then, we work.
I don't want peace. I want problems always.
Now, let us find out what they actually paid for. Before we get into the list, I need you to understand something. Because if you go into this thinking he was just trying to build a school and kept falling short, you are going to miss the whole point. The BS went further than that. He was not selling a school. He was selling a civilization. Those aren't.
He was selling a civilization. When I first heard him say it, I'm like, wait, what do you mean by that? And then when he explained what the hell he told him he was going to do, I was like, oh yeah,
going on when Wakanda came out, and all these niggas jumped out the window. All these supposedly pro-black folk that don't go to the movies and all this, they was all at the movie theater watching Wakanda Forever, sitting up here talking about T'Challa and all the rest of them.
That shit.
Shit.
But the promises he made it's just unrealistic for one man to do. When they even made Tulsa, that was damn near a city of people that all came together with their own resources. Not one man taking in donations to build it himself.
The same thing. A school has classrooms and teachers and children. A civilization has its own economy, its own government, its own airport, its own river, and hope.
Yo, I would believe that Umar would flee the country if I actually believed that Umar saved any money. But seeing as the fact that the government agencies that like money haven't picked him up yet, I highly doubt he saved any. Book of sugar been expensive.
I think that's probably why he hasn't got picked up yet, because they know he didn't spent it already. So they
the IRS don't come out on the losing side, and neither does the FBI.
Right.
They only go after people they know they gonna get. Real man, what's happening with you?
Yeah.
Hold that word, civilization, because every single item we are about to go through was announced publicly in his own words, on his own platforms, to his own supporters. This was not a rumor or speculation. This was the pitch. Feel the full weight of that word before we get to the list, because the list only lands the way it should if you understand what he told people they were buying into. This was not a school fundraiser. This was a civilization fundraiser, and the community paid for it line item by line item for 13 years. Yet I'm the one getting bombarded for just talking about it. Make it make sense. All right, here's
that's what, when he said that, I'm like, yeah, that how Sway, how
yo, I finally figured it out.
What?
Bruh.
What?
You know how you was talking about that Woodland dread in front of Umar head?
Oh, how you doing?
Yes, that shit irked me because it reminded me of something. I figured it out.
What?
Motherfucking Killmonger.
Oh yeah, I've been said that he's attempting to
That nigga
killmonger,
think
but
he Killmonger. I
it ain't
can't.
quite killmongering.
That
Yeah,
ain't how that's supposed to look. But that's what he
right.
thought he was going for. Bruh, you fucked up.
Yeah, he trying to get the kill. I said that. It's like the curl that ain't quite curling. It's
Yeah,
not
just
quite
like Luke's
killmonger.
curl. That bit did curl all the way around.
It's not. It's not quite killmonger.
That's what he was going for. He didn't succeed, but that's what he was going for.
The list, and I'm going to read it straight. No commentary between items because the items speak for themselves. On March 26, 2014, Dr. Umar Johnson posted the full vision for the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy on his Facebook page. His own post, public record, a hospital, a health center, a zoo, a farm, a greenhouse, a community center.
He said, did he say zoo? This nigga
Right.
said, hold on, run that back.
And posted the full vision for the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy on his Facebook page. His own post, public record, a hospital, a health center, a zoo, a farm, a greenhouse, a community center, athletic facilities, a baseball stadium, a track and field facility, an engineering and architectural building, a political government building, a military building, a music and theater production studio, dormitories, 7 of them, massive ones, an elementary school and a high school, both residential, a girls' academy, the Anna Douglas Amy Garvey Academy, a Pan-African school district, everywhere black people are, and then an aviation academy. His exact words from the World Beat Center in 2013, we will have an aviation academy. We will teach your sons and your daughters.
How the fuck did he be? Hold on, I'm trying to get to the list. My bad, my brother came in here. I'm trying to get down this list of what he said he promised. Let him out the door.
He done promised some everything. At one point, I told you he said it was gonna be a shooting range. He was gonna teach the children how to garden. He was gonna teach them how to fly. He was gonna have them out there making pottery. This nigga was doing a whole Sims. A moat with a drawbridge. Dominique. I need a new vape. And don't nobody send nothing to my cash app.
You know what was
Please.
crazy? Yeah,
Do not
yeah.
send
Y'all
anything to my
see
cash
anything
app.
that
Send
you
it to
see,
Remy.
send it to my PayPal or Cash App.
Yeah,
And,
I got
you
my
know,
PayPal up, but if you want to
for
send
her
it to
PayPal.
Cash App, send it to Rim and tell him it's for me.
But you know what's crazy about all the things that he promised? So I heard a hospital, a farm, a zoo, fire station, their own police. He ain't got no experience in none of that shit. So how the fuck was he planning on doing all that? What? Yeah. How the fuck was he planning on doing any of this shit?
He wasn't. This was all a pipe dream, a crack pipe dream. See, look,
That's
middle school,
why it's not
elementary
registering to me how
school.
fucking adults believe that this was even possible. I mean, it has been done before, but it's not one man building it.
This
That's
is a
just,
college campus.
and it was supposed to be in the shape of Africa. Now you thought the United States was going to allow that shit?
They shaped that wrong. And why the hell they got a vulture roost out there?
And where is there a college campus that's the shape of Africa?
There is.
That's the way he was going to landscape it.
That too, Francesca. This motherfucker got the imagination of a 3-year-old on East.
And he really thought that the United States will allow black people folks to police themselves?
You cannot have a government within another government.
Seven of them, massive ones, an elementary school and a high school, both residential, a girls' academy, the Anna Douglas Amy Garvey Academy, a Pan-African school district, everywhere black people are, and then an aviation academy. His exact words from the World Beat Center in 2013, "We will have an aviation academy. We will teach your sons and your daughters how to fly airplanes."
August the 21st of 2015, 2 years. My school will open. The Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey RBG Africanization Academy. We're going to have an aviation academy. We're going to teach your sons and your daughters how to fly airplanes.
Hey, Jesus Christ of Nazareth.
A farm with
Yo, that drop filthy. Teach your sons and daughters how to fly
classroom. You know what? He made so many fantastical claims. Carolina kid.
He said within 2 days of passing the building inspection, he will be ready for the kids to come. But you haven't hired any staff.
Nothing. He was gonna do nothing with St. Paul's, Dominique. He was never intent on buying St. Paul's. They even got in touch with the realtor. The realtor said they ain't heard from him.
No, nigga.
Okay, let's do the math. He started giving out opening dates in 2013. So say he gave out 2 opening dates per year until this year, which is 2026. This is the average, okay? So 2013, 2026, that's 13 years times 2. That's 26 times at the very least that he has given a school. That's 26 different school openings. Yeah, DJ, you wouldn't have that nowhere near nothing else. It is a vulture roost right next to the parking lot. He never put any kind of bid in for St. Paul.
All right, my bad. My older brother stopped by. I had to, say what's up to him. Yeah, but where was we at? What part were we at? I lost my train of thought when I was talking to my brother.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Francesca. Okay, so we got to do the math again, family. The first time he gave a date was 2010, so it's 2026.
Oh, no, he gonna put the whole list up.
But wait.
He gonna put the whole list of dates. He counted 25.
Because he ain't count everything. We giving an average. We guesstimate.
Right. He counted 25, but they said Lennon counted 30. And then
that's what I'm saying. Look, if you do it, if you average it out, some years he did 2, some years he did more, some years he did less. But if you average it out, the twice a year of him giving a school opening, he started in 2010. It's 2026. That's 16 years. That's 32 different school opening dates.
Diabolical. Then he said he's trying to open one in. He got 500 acres in Ghana. And he's trying to open one over there.
That's just like them acres that YP said that he had in
He had 50 acres of land in Costa Rica. I am going off.
Now I just want to say
this. Make an exit plan though. I don't know about him building a house and over there and all that, or having them acres, but I do think there's a reason he did get that dual citizenship. That nigga got that's an exit plan. That's an exit plan.
If somebody else paid for it, of course he's gonna get it, bruh.
But listen, in this video, he talks about even if he do open up FDMG, he doesn't know how long he's going to have before they try to take it. So he ultimately going to have to pack up and move it to Ghana anyway. That's what he was saying. Something of that in that realm. And I'm like, ooh, that nigga telling us his exit plan.
That nigga just lying for the camera.
That's why I call him the Prince.
How you gonna exit if you ain't got no money? See, how you gonna exit if you ain't got no money? Y'all be looking over the main thing. Umar broke as a fucking joke. He can't even pay people to watch his mama.
Until we see his bank accounts.
And y'all really think that he has the money to go over there?
Sending money over there to offshore accounts and shit or something like that. Who knows, sis?
Look, I go back to my earlier statement.
That he broke, but
the folk would have came and picked him up. The folk would have came and picked him up if he had any money.
Yeah. Can they track his offshore accounts? They can do that, right?
Yes.
They can do that.
Yes, they. Yeah. It's 2026.
Yeah. In 2013, we will have an aviation.
Have the money to build
if he
anyway.
That's only, but I think they
all the money.
But they can only track it if you're wiring it over there. But if he's physically taking the money over there, that's
all of the Lord Jesus. There's something called the plan system now. All these banks are connected.
Oh yeah.
They all these banks have to notify government institutions. Every country, the bank is beholden to the government. How do you think they find people when they flee the country, bruh? It just used to take longer because the internet wasn't a thing. They had to do it by paper trail.
Right. I thought that it was trackable because motherfuckers was wiring it over there. But I'm assuming if you just took the money there.
No, wire fraud is an actual charge.
Right.
That's why they be talking about wire fraud.
Okay.
Because most of the times, instead of people using a mule and getting caught trying to take something overseas, they just wire it.
See, and they would stop you at the airport questioning you about all this money you taking.
The nigga ain't got no money. That's what I keep telling y'all. No, every little trickle he got in, he spent that shit.
Well, he might go for one last family. We just need one more push.
Just like when that lady sent that wrong amount to who was it? D. Durrell. And he shut down that live stream so fast and ran off of YouTube.
About that shit at $800.
Yeah, it's just like that. That money is gone, bruh.
You should at least send her like 7 back.
Yeah, right, Dominique. Ghana will send his ass right back. Like they got extradition law.
You could at least send her 7 back. I wouldn't have did no shit like that, dog. That's just how we fucked up. And I need that money.
But see, that's the type of nigga that Umar is too.
I couldn't live with like that.
He paid $12 for the building. See, this is why people you be talking about the donors, the Umar and shit, but you still up here giving Umar grace.
Who?
That's the same shit they do.
Who?
You.
Me? How am I giving him grace?
You swear Umar got some money here somewhere.
No, I said we don't know. We don't know for sure that.
Look, we can tell by his actions that Umar ain't got no damn money saved nowhere.
Only assuming. That's the truth, sis. What do you mean? That's not giving him grace.
We know Umar ain't got no goddamn money. It don't take 2 and 2 to make 4 to know that
obvious that he is broke if he keeps needing money.
Okay, so if he broke and he keep needing money, how does he have money stashed in another country?
I didn't say he was stashing it, and I said, what if he was doing something like that? I didn't say he was.
That's what I'm saying. How can you what if that if you know the nigga ain't got no money?
The goddamn theory, sis. Just conversation. What do you mean? He felt that pain. The first FDMG. Yeah. That's a good point right there, Dominique. His first employee.
That's what she said. I don't know because most of those overseas trips are paid for by somebody else. So maybe he over there being a gigolo.
Said you flagged in the airport for anything over 10K. Damn.
Yeah, that's why people use mules.
No.
Because if they get caught, they the ones going to jail, not the person that actually had the money.
Okay.
We will teach your sons and your daughters how to fly airplanes.
Wait. Another question about this airplane thing. Who buying the planes that you teaching them? You gonna have airplane simulations or something? I mean, that's how they start, ain't it? They start by simulations, and then they work their way into the plane. So when they done the simulation, who the fuck is volunteering planes? Nobody thought to think about that as he was pitching this speech. I guess they were so wrapped in his words that they didn't even take time to think about that. Wait a minute. Sounds good, but who the fuck?
Oh, that's what she said. Switzerland don't work like that no more. A couple of years ago, they made Switzerland.
Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry ain't giving no goddamn money. He know that nigga scandal. He gave TD Jakes $1 million for his church. Ain't getting.
He said he gave TD Jakes $1 million.
Huh?
I treat that shit just like I treat Maryanne. I won't believe it till I see the voided check statement.
I mean, that's what he said during the sermon.
That's what he said. But that was a whole setup. Ain't no preacher finna sit up here and let no layman, no non-Christian, lay hands on them and speak the word over them.
Tyler Perry is Christian, ain't he? Good and gay.
He ain't no preacher.
Good and gay, but I thought he was.
August the 21st of 2015, 2 years. My school will open. Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey RBG Africanization Academy. We're going to have an Aviation Academy. We're going to teach your sons and your daughters.
Look, and that's what he did afterwards. Now, imagine you hear Africanization Academy, and you look up the nigga doing this.
We're going to teach your sons.
Sis, imagine you looking down on your phone listening to him, and you hear Africanization camp, and you look up and this nigga like that.
Oh no, I wouldn't have been listening to that no more.
You look up and this nigga, Heil Hitler. We are starting the Africanization camp. I got up and walked.
And that's what she said. I always err on the side of caution and automatically think they lying because they lie so fucking much. If they tell the truth, it's a surprise to me.
Your daughters how to fly airplanes.
Hey, Jesus Christ of Nazareth.
A farm with black pigs, a helicopter landing pad, an airstrip for the airplanes.
A farm with black pigs. That should have let you know he was full of shit right there. Nigga, I don't give a fuck what color the pig is. That's how you know you selling me a pipe dream. You just saying it just to say it. Gives a fuck what color the pigs are.
Air traffic control tower, 2 aircraft bays, an airport runway, and a man-made river shaped like Africa, surrounding the entire.
A man-made river shaped like Africa. And he does not lay out like how he is going to do this without any landscaping skills or experience. No flight experience, no farming experience. Nigga, you from the city.
Because that ninja just saying shit to
say. No, I'm just putting that out though. Like, come on. Like, nobody stopped to think and be like, okay, so this sounds good. Now, are you going to be teaching this, or you going to hire some people, or nobody thought to ask that?
They did ask that and got cussed out. Everything anybody asked Umar, you got cussed out.
Ah, shit.
You called shiftless Negroes and you didn't donate.
Yeah, if you didn't donate, I ain't got to tell you nothing.
entire 500-acre campus, and that is before we get to the city. Because once the school was up and running, he said the parents and teachers before we Africa, surrounding the entire 5.
Yo, I thought this was like an AI. This nigga was real.
That's a movie.
No, I thought this was like a meme, like a AI generated meme. This mother.
It's a movie, but they took a piece out of it and made it a meme, if I'm not mistaken.
He has a funny shaped face, like Maryanne, like somebody drew his face.
500-acre campus, and that is before we get to the city. Because once the school.
Now you know that nigga ain't married, ain't got no kids. He got 17 bottles of Jergen sitting by his dresser, extra napkins and tissue. Oh my God.
School was up and running, he said the parents and teachers would build houses on the land, and once they were all living there, they would need a gas station, a supermarket, a daycare, a fire department, and a police department. His exact words.
Daycare, a fire department. I was just flabbergasted. I know, the black dude that was on WWE. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like wrestling. My sport was wrestling, the actual real wrestling. Like Roman Greco and regular wrestling, but I loved wrestling. I don't relate to the new characters, so I don't watch it anymore, but I used to love it. But I couldn't be no grown-ass man sitting there. I mean, yes, it's exciting to be there and, you know, the atmosphere is going off and yeah, but damn, bro, you was a little too excited.
Which means at some point we would have to incorporate into our own city, a city with its own government, funded by the same PayPal link he has been running since 2013.
They sold 300 acres of the farmland without me even knowing it. And I wanted to use that so we can manufacture a Black Wall Street situation.
Wait. Listen to how he said it as like they owe him an explanation. Whatever farmland he's talking about, he said they sold 300 acres without me even knowing.
Because supposedly it was supposed to go to him.
I mean, let's say you try to sell a farm, right? And some random nigga inquires about buying the farm. You're going to want to see bank statements or wonder how he's going to afford the farm. And he tells you off of donations from the black community. Would you take his inquiry seriously? That's a good question. Would you take his inquiry to buy your farm? And you ask him what he does for a living, and you find out don't got no job. He's a public figure though. You know,
you gotta show income,
right? And you ask him, you know, how do you make your money, and how are you going to plan on buying this? And he tells you donations. When you got other people acquiring this shit that actually have the capital themselves.
But that ain't how this works.
I wouldn't take him seriously. I'd be like, no, man, motherfucker, you don't get the fuck off my farm. I got real businessmen trying to buy this shit for millions of dollars. You talking about some way for you to raise the money? He talking about, well, they ain't tell me. They sold 300 acres of it. They ain't even tell me.
If it ain't his, what they gotta tell him?
I bet they fucking did.
Now, you know what? That's one of them folk that offered him some land to build that school on, and he ain't never get back with him. Now he want to make them look bad, so he turn around and say they sold it out from under him.
Without telling.
Let it be.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that could be the case.
Yeah, the difference between
Yes.
Jim Jones and Umar Johnson. Umar Johnson ain't got no money.
And Jim Jones ain't trying to. I mean, Umar Johnson ain't trying to kill off his money stream. Jim really
Jim
wanted
Jones wasn't trying to kill him out to the end.
And that was the end game.
That's when that coke kicked in with that paranoia. Nah, see, Jim Jones was just egotistical. He didn't want to go back to the States in shame, basically.
And the police department,
Yeah,
his exact words, which means at some point we would have to incorporate into our own city, a city with its own government, funded by the same PayPal link he has been running since 2013.
He was trying to convert it into a city with his own government inside of another government. Did you not see how that worked out last time for us? Did we not learn from the last time? Let's say he does succeed in that shit. That should be burned down to the ground the second we start moving into the motherfucker. And like Tripsy said, you can't have a government inside a government because they're going to be bad apples. I don't care what you say. There's always going to be bad apples, whether you like it or not. Everybody ain't always good, and you know some niggas. If that, let's say that was possible, there's gonna be niggas that try to go outside of the area to commit crimes and then run back into the area where they think they're exempt. That'll be a whole shit show. You ever saw the episode of Family Guy when Peter Griffin found out that his house wasn't a part of America and he started his own country called Pretoria and he started doing dumb shit? That's what it probably would be like. Imagine Umar trying to run his own government. You know how many wives he gonna get pregnant?
That shit would crash and burn in less than a month.
Right.
It's not sustainable.
He's gonna burn from the inside. Because he's gonna be trying to fuck everybody's wife.
Look, you don't start a cult and immediately start fucking the members' wives. That shit is a progression.
He already been started without even starting.
It's not a cult at this point.
You forgot he already fucked somebody's wife? and they wind up murdering, one of them wind up unalived. He's already he already did it.
Do we have any proof of this? We got a news article, we got a police report.
He said it.
Is he reliable?
He said it, and that's the lady that Maryanne was going after the city councilor about.
Is he reliable?
I just told you the evidence. You read the article of her chasing.
No. That has nothing to do with Umar.
She wrote a letter or some shit like that.
That has nothing to do with Umar. She didn't even know Umar at that point. She knew
Maryanne said that was the lady.
The congressman that Maryanne has the congressman has the restraining order on Maryanne. Maryanne was chasing behind her because one of her colleagues killed his wife.
Yeah. She trying to say that's the lady that Umar slept with. That's what she trying to say. How would
she know when at that point she didn't even know who Umar Johnson was?
Oh yeah, I didn't even realize that.
See, this shit get me so agitated I can't even get it out no more. They trying to blur the timelines and shit. Why do you keep listening to these people?
Ain't nobody listening to me. I'm just telling you the information that's being relayed.
– 300 acres of the farmland without me even knowing. And I wanted to use that so we can manufacture a Black Wall Street situation. Because the way I saw it, all the parents of the children would build houses there. All the teachers would build houses there. And if you got all of y'all, let's say y'all are staff and parents of the school, y'all all living on this 500 acres that we developed, we're going to need a gas station. That's a business for somebody. We're going to need a supermarket. That's a business for somebody. We're going to need a daycare. We're going to need a cleaners.
What is he doing?
He's beginning to believe.
Sooner or later, we're going to need a fire department and we're going to need a police department, which means at some point we would have to do what? Incorporate into our own city.
None of it's true. None of it's true. It's BS. They made it up.
He showed it to him as if like you possibly can start your own business and thrive out there.
Yeah. They lie.
Now let us talk about the dates, because this is a separate indictment from the promise list. The promise list is about what he said he would build. This is about how many times he said it would be ready. Brother Lennon Honor, shout out to him, has been documenting Umar Johnson's timeline for years. Every date change, every recording, every broken promise. His work is meticulous and his receipts are primary source. What he built confirms exactly what I've been saying. The receipts were always there. Here is what Lennon Honor documented. September 11th, 2013, August.
Now let's just stop right here. Put it up full mass. That is a very, very long list of pushbacks. That's it. This year alone right here got like 3 or 4 of them. 2023 got 1, 2, 3, 4 pushbacks. 2025 got 3. 2021 got 2. God damn.
I told you.
Them doing all that in 1 year alone would have pissed me the fuck off. Like, oh nigga, you give me my money back. You're not opening the goddamn school.
21st, 2015, then September 2016, then May 2018, August 21st, 2018, August 21st, 2019, August 2020, then summer 2021.
That's what she said. I was gonna do it this morning, but I wind up not doing it for some reason. I don't know why. I just didn't feel like going live this morning, but I'll probably do it tomorrow morning, or if we got time tonight.
Fall 2021, fall 2022, September 2022, fall 2023, then February 2023, December 2023, January 2024, February 2024, August 2025, then February 2025, then September 2025, and then, most recently, September 2026.
You're showing me.
That's fucking diabolical. The fact that he openly got away with this shit.
What's diabolical is that people still sending them fucking money.
Right. The fact that he openly got away with Maryanne say, it's mind-boggling. It's mind-boggling. Whatever the fuck that means. The fact that he openly got away with this says a lot. It says that that specific part of the black community is very, very naive and vulnerable.
Yes, but they're also very hostile. They don't listen to nobody. And they tend to attack. Hey, Teron.
And yeah, but you know the saying, it only stings when it's true. You're just in denial. They know what the fuck is going on.
It's only so many times you're gonna get cussed out trying to tell somebody something they should know.
Yeah, I think a good majority of them are in denial.
You're showing me how unserious you are.
At least 25 documented date changes across 13 years. Now here's the part that matters. Every single time the date changed, a new donation push followed. Every extension of the timeline was an extension of the fundraising window. The date was never the point. The PayPal link was always the point. And if you think that is a coincidence, the pattern has been consistent since the very first date change in 2013. Change the date, push the PayPal. Change the date, push the PayPal. 25 times. That is not—
Damn. This nigga ran the same play on you motherfuckers 25 to 30 times. And the pattern has never changed because it works. It obviously works. Couldn't be me. Could not be me.
not a pattern of delays. That is a business model. Now let us talk about the money, because this is where the promise list and the opening date graveyard converge into one question. In 2017,
what you say?
This is Michael Smith. You see his comment?
Who? Oh yeah. Where my mac and cheese queens at? Hit your PayPal.fdmj.
Dr. Umar Johnson sat down with Roland Martin, and Roland Martin asked him directly, how much money has been raised? His exact answer, $700,000. And the status is, we are still looking for a school. $700,000 raised, still looking for a school in 2017. That is the confirmed number from his own mouth in a documented interview.
You talked about taking over the buildings or the land of a black school that was shut down.
Yes, I think this is when the mask finally came off. I think this was the last appearance I seen him in the suit. After this, he was like, you know what, fuck it. I'ma just be the fuck who I want to be, and they gonna take it or leave it.
That's when that crack finally took hold, family.
St. Paul's College. And you were raising money for it. First of all, how much money has been raised, and what's the status of that project?
Well, St. Paul's has been sold. Approximately 3 to 5 months ago, I was told by the auction company in charge of the sale that it was been sold to a developer.
So how much money was raised? The people.
According to Terrence Bailey, you never even spoke to these motherfuckers.
He didn't. Look, what happened was people started calling him out about them donations, right? So then he got the bright idea to go up there and do that commercial at St. Paul. But people always been leery at Umar. So somebody called up there and was like, hey, did Umar? And people was like, no.
Right, Terrence did. He said when he was on the show, he was like, I called up there and talked to the dude that was running the shit, and he said he never even spoke to Umar.
Yeah, he never called up there, the realtor guy, the one that was in charge. That's why they made it a private sale in the end, because of Umar and his shenanigans.
Wow. And he was on the property illegally when he made that goddamn video.
Yes. Yes, he was.
People gave. All kinds of people gave. How much was raised, and what's the status of that?
$700,000. And
look at his face right here.
Because he knows he's full of shit.
That does not look trustworthy to me.
I ain't never trusted Umar.
Right. I'm just pointing that out. Like, just look at him. Look like he up to something.
He too chunky for that bit now.
People gave. All kinds of people gave. How much was raised, and what's the status of that?
$700,000. And the status is we're still looking for a school. And the status is my start date for FDMG will be 8/21/18, or if at all, it may be delayed to 8/21/19.
So he just told you that he's still looking for a school, but he gave you an opening date. Oh man, this is just diabolical.
Like I said.
God have mercy upon us.
Basically
these 44 super agents. The next thing you
full picture. Lennon Honors spent years cross-referencing IRS files.
That one, how you doing? It's like that one dreadlock, like, oh, we doing an interview? Hold on, let me get my shit together. They just hang there.
I ain't with you today.
Didn't Roland Martin get caught watching porno on a live stream?
Yeah, something like that.
Filings, Cash App records, PayPal donation periods, and Umar Johnson's own public statements about how much he was raising per year. His documented estimate puts the total raised at bare minimum $2 million across the full fundraising period. That is Lennon Honors' estimate based on the available documentation. Not a confirmed figure, but a documented one. Now hold both of those numbers against what exists. In August of 2025, the FDMG building in Wilmington faced a sheriff sale because of unpaid vacant property registration fees and outstanding utility bills. The city posted the notice directly on the building. He found out when someone sent him a photo. A building with no students, no certificate of occupancy, no accredited school program.
I think the photo thing is some bullshit. How you not know that you wasn't paying? Like, you knew the shit was coming. You just didn't know when.
Full of shit.
Could not pay its own bills. And his response was to run an emergency donation drive to stop the auction. The same PayPal link that has been running since 2013 was the only thing standing between the chosen ones and a sheriff's gavel. Do you understand, my African brothers and sisters? Do you understand, my African brothers and sisters? $700,000 confirmed, $2 million estimated, and the building almost went to auction for an unpaid utility bill. The question of where the money went is one this video.
That lets you know that right there should have just ended it all. Because that shows you that he's not serious about doing anything for the building. He's not even paying the utilities, but he's telling you that he's really renovating it. I don't know how that didn't register.
Because they just want to look like they're doing something. They don't want to actually do it.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. It feels like you want, you know, to look like, you know, we are actually doing something with our money and ourselves, that you blindly just going with the shit.
Video is not going to answer, but it is the only question left standing after you hear those numbers together. And the Delaware building was not even the full picture, because while he was asking for money to renovate a building in Wilmington that could not pay its own utility bills, he also announced that he had been given 50 acres of land in Ghana. His exact words in a documented interview: "I was given 50 acres of land in Ghana. I want to build an FDMG on the continent. I want to replicate what we are doing in Wilmington, Delaware, in West Africa. So I want to build an FDMG on the continent, an FDMG here in Delaware. And then we can have an exchange program and the children can go back and forth."
Was given 50 acres of land in Ghana.
Hold on, wait, what? Back that up.
He said 50.
So you think that black folks was not only going to trust you with their kids, but trust you to send them back and forth? Who the fuck was supposed to? Nah, we already know the answer. I don't know why I'm asking that question. Who the fuck was going to pay for that trip? Them trips. We already know the answer to that. You already know the answer to that one. You, motherfucker.
G on the continent, an FDMG here in Delaware. And then we can have an exchange program and the children can go back and forth.
Was given 50 acres of land in Ghana. And I want to replicate what we're doing in Wilmington, Delaware in West Africa. So I want to build an FDMG on the continent and FDMG here, which is Delaware, and then we can have an exchange program and the children can go back and forth. So can the teachers do that? So everything I'm doing in America, I want to also do in Africa because it's Pan-Africanist. We don't believe that you ignore your domestic struggle. I still have an obligation.
Why would I want my child sent back and forth to Africa when he's going? The job is to get him ready for America, life in America. The fuck is sending him back and forth to Africa going to do?
You should know
yes,
better.
It will give him, traveling experience. But that's the only thing about it. The only upside I see about it. Like, what is the fuck is that going to? You want to shell shock my kid? You want to send him to Africa and then they got totally different rules, way of life. Like, it makes no sense.
Obligation to my people here, but I also see the larger struggle, and that is doing what we need to do for ourselves permanently on the continent. Because anything you build here, they can take it. Once FDMG is up and running, I'm going to automatically have to start the struggle. I still have an obligation to my people here, but I also see the larger struggle, and that is doing what we need to do for ourselves permanently on the continent. Because anything you build here, they can take it. Once FDMG is up and running, I'm going to automatically have to start thinking about how long before I need to repatriate to the continent. Because if my school does what it is born to do, and it will, I'm going to be too much of a threat.
How the fuck are you going to be any threat to them if the school is not accredited?
Because he's full of shit.
They would actually want you to open a school because you're going to set kids back 20 years.
Yep.
If anything, they're going to want you to open that shit. They got black kids going to a non-accredited school and they're dumb enough to put their kids in it. Shit, he's doing the job for us. Open up, shit, let's fund this motherfucker. Open 3 of them. They're going to give you 3 more buildings. Oh, man.
Just like with Black Wall Street, you got to know how long you got on your lease before you get the hell out of Dodge.
The Delaware building does not have.
Yeah, I think he was telling on himself right there. I don't think he meant the school. I think he meant how long he got until them folks come kicking his goddamn door about that money. And that's why he got that dual citizenship. He ain't get that shit for no reason.
Well, Ghana got extradition laws. I don't know how much that's gonna do for him.
And they got extradition over there, right?
Yeah.
They got an extradite treaty, or that's what it's called, right? Extradite treaty.
Extradition laws, yes.
Yeah, so they'll bring his black ass right back over here. And if you that much of a threat to the government as you claim that you are, ain't nowhere you gonna hide in Ghana that they are not going to find your black ass. If they can find Osama bin Laden hiding in a goddamn smoke hole, a cave, they gonna find your black ass in Ghana. You're easy to find. They just gonna look for the women and the food.
Certificate of occupancy. The Ghana campus does not exist. The exchange program was never mentioned again after that interview, but the PayPal link kept running. See, this is what makes the Ghana promise different from everything else on the list. The 500-acre campus and the airport runway and the man-made river shaped like Africa were all announced together in 2014 as a long-term vision. You could argue those were aspirational, a reach goal.
You really thought that America was going to allow you to make a man-made shaped river of Africa?
York had them damn pyramids up for years before they went to do anything about them.
Pyramids in the shape of a country are 2 different things.
Not really, because pyramids belong in Africa too.
Yeah, no, there's pyramids
There's
all over the
actually
world.
pyramids over here, but
There's
look,
pyramids in every country, to be honest with you, damn near every country.
you could shape your house in the shape of Delaware. They don't give a fuck. They don't do nothing.
No, I don't think they would let him do about Africa.
If he want to have an Africa-shaped river, he can have an Africa-shaped river. He just got to make
It's
sure
different.
it's
It's different when you're trying to outline the whole black community of that shit. I don't think America will allow that. That's my personal opinion. They wouldn't even allow the black town. You think they're gonna allow a black town in the shape of Africa?
He planned to build toward over decades. The Ghana campus was announced after the Delaware building was already purchased, after the fundraising was already running, after the community had already been giving for years. He did not just promise a civilization on one continent, he promised one on two, and the PayPal link worked in both countries. All right, let us do the audit. 2 lists, side by side. What he promised: a hospital, a health center, a zoo, a farm with black pigs, a greenhouse, a community center, an aviation academy where boys learn to fly airplanes, a helicopter landing pad, an airstrip, an air traffic control tower, 2 aircraft.
This is the list.
Why the fuck the pigs gotta be black?
You didn't hear me say that earlier?
I did, but it just not click. That's like saying black cows give chocolate milk or some shit. It's the same thing.
Right. I'm like, that's what the fuck is the difference? That's why I said that would have let me know this was a pipe dream. He's just saying it just to say it and make it sound more enticing, because pork is pork. Who gives a fuck what color the pig is? But he promised an elementary school, a high school, girls' academy, Pan-African school district, diploma for every graduate, EFI spiritual divination,
$500 a month
$500 a month tuition. Hospital.
Okay, so then the next category: hospital, healthcare, zoo, farm with black pigs, greenhouse, community center, 7 massive dormitories with visitor rooms, baseball stadium, track and field facility, music and see, this lets you know that baseball, football, track and field, they usually all ran on the same track.
Right.
The track encases the field where they play football. Music and theater studio, engineering and architectural building, political government building, and a military building. Then this last bracket over here: we will teach your sons how to fly airplanes. Helicopter landing pad, airstrip for airplanes, air traffic controller tower, 2 aircraft bays, airport runway, gas station, supermarket, daycare, fire department, police department, houses for parents and teachers, incorporated city with its own government. Pipe dream.
Own government.
Crack pipe dream.
There. That should have stopped the conversation.
He trying to get y'all off by yourselves so he can do strange things to you.
Yep.
Landing pad, an airstrip, an air traffic control tower, 2 aircraft bay, airport runway, a man-made river shaped like Africa surrounding a 500-acre campus, a girls' academy, a Pan-African school district everywhere black people are, a city with its own gas station, supermarket, fire department, and police department, a second campus on 50 acres in Ghana, an exchange program between Delaware and West Africa, a diploma for every graduate. Now, what exists? Clean desks and 2 whiteboards. At least
that's diabolical. Oh, I like the way he set that up. He listed everything that he promised and said, all right, now let's make a checklist of what is this? Some clean desks and 2 whiteboards.
Well, I mean, he might have drug Umar a little bit, but Umar did the setup for that.
That, oh man, if I was a donor, that'd make me feel stupid as hell. I'd have felt real dumb. White students with black teachers. Yeah.
That's all he showed on his recent IG live. By the way, y'all should follow me on IG at RealPThePanda. But yeah, that is the audit. That is the full picture. And I'm not gonna tell you what it means. You are already standing in the only place those two lists lead. Before we go any further, I want to say something directly to the people who donated, because they were not foolish. They were targeted. There is a difference between being fooled.
I think it was both.
That first crop, they was targeted. Them crops after.
I think it was, yeah, they were targeted at first. But after a few years, 5-10 years, foolish.
Yeah, I'm finna drop down. My laptop about to go dead, and ain't no telling if my phone will let me back up.
All right.
No matter what I have with no gas. It's okay. That's cool. No.
Thank you for coming up.
Ain't no problem, bruh. I'll holler at y'all later.
All right.
Fooled and being targeted. Being fooled means you missed something obvious. Being targeted means someone deliberately used the thing you love most as the mechanism to take from you. The language he used was not accidental. Black boys, chosen ones, liberation, civilization, independent black institution. Every word in that pitch was chosen because it made skepticism feel like racial betrayal. Because if you question the receipts, you were questioning the movement. If you asked where the money went, you were working for the enemy. If you demanded accountability, you were a struggle streamer.
Riverside, your all-in-one pod.
Tubian, a coon.
See, this is the part right here where I said Panda would be the best person to talk to him because he breaks down his whole strategy.
Institution. Every word in that pitch was chosen because it made skepticism feel like racial betrayal. Because if you questioned the receipts, you were questioning the movement. If you asked where the money went, you were working for the enemy. If you demanded accountability, you were a struggle streamer, a Utubian, a coon. That is not a fundraising strategy. That is a trap built from the language of black liberation and designed to make the door impossible to find from the inside. The people who gave were not gullible. They were given a pitch that was specifically engineered to make doubt feel like betrayal. And that engineering did not happen by accident. He knew exactly what he was doing. Now, the people attacking those exposing him, like me, and the ones that keep donating.
You're so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
You know that guy actually had kids?
And after all of that engineering, the money is still unaccounted for. The question that nobody has fully answered, the one I'm not going to answer either, is where did the money go?
Shit, I don't even know. Like, I can't even tell you that. Like,
over $700,000 confirmed from his own mouth. At least $2 million
pandering poetry. That's basically what it was. Pandering poetry.
Estimated from documented research. No zoo.
I've never seen it.
No hospital.
I've never seen it.
No airport.
I've never seen it.
No river.
I've never seen it.
No Ghana campus.
I've never seen it.
No accredited diploma.
I've never seen it.
No students.
I've never seen it.
No certificate of occupancy.
I've never seen it.
No itemized financial accounting.
I've never seen it.
No audited statements.
So that was a f***ing lie.
The money was raised. He confirmed that himself. Where it went is the question the community deserves an answer to. And
that's the part that hits the hardest. The money was raised. The people did their part. So what happened? That's the question.
Nobody has given them one. Stop for a second, because I want to go back to the word we started with, civilization. That word did not slip out. He did not say it once in an excited moment and walk it back. He built an entire fundraising architecture around it. The 500-acre campus, the airport, the the river, the city with its own government, the Ghana campus, the exchange program, the girls' academy, the school district, everywhere black people are. When you sell someone a civilization, you are asking them to believe in something so large and so complex that no single person can fully picture it. And when something cannot be fully pictured, it cannot be fully audited. The scope becomes the shield. That is not ambition. That is architecture. He did not dream too big. He sold too big. 13 years, at least 25 date changes, an amount that has never been fully accounted for, and a civilization that exists nowhere except in the receipts he created with his own mouth. Black boys, chosen ones, civilization, liberation, independent black institution. That language was chosen because it made the people who gave feel like they were not just donating to a school. They were investing in the survival of their community. And when you are investing in the survival of your community, asking for receipts does not feel like due diligence. It feels like doubt, and doubt feels like betrayal. That is the mechanism. That is how 13 years happened. That is how the PayPal link kept running while the building sat empty and the dates kept changing and the civilization stayed exactly where it started, in the pitch. The wild part is the receipts were never hidden. The 500-acre campus was on his Facebook page. The Aviation Academy was announced at a public event. The opening dates were posted publicly each time they changed. The Roland Martin interview is on YouTube. The podcast admission is on record. The sheriff's sale notice was posted on the building itself. Everything we covered today came from his own mouth, his own posts, his own platforms, his own supporters in the room when he said it. So the question I want to leave you with is not about Umar Johnson. It is about the next one, because there will be a next one for sure. There is always a next one. Someone with the right language and the right vision and the right PayPal link who understands that the bigger the dream, the harder it is to audit. What does the community decide to require before the first dollar moves? Let me know your answer in the comments. Waiting for the Umar stands too.
Okay. Shout out to Panda News. I was gonna play just one video, but I think I want to finish that Lanae video that we did last time. Ever since who put the comment in? That's what she said something about it. I think I do want to finish that, because that was a very good live stream. The downfall of Lanae and why we fell out with her. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all would like to finish that off. We got one. If y'all would like to finish that video of Lanae making a goddamn fool of herself. Oh shit, now they coming in. Okay, we're gonna do that. Y'all make sure y'all hitting that like button. Share the video, hype the video. Don't forget the $25 stream goal. Hit the Cash App and PayPal if you would like to contribute to that. You ain't gonna be staying around here if you ain't contributing. In the words of Uncle Bucky. Okay. Now I gotta remember which fucking live stream it was. I think it was this one. Was it this one?
This Friday.
How she is now. When she just
no, it was the other one. Because they had Trey and what's the name on it, right? Oh, let me look up the name. Let me see the name of the video. Hold on real quick. I remember giving the live stream name to you gotta look at my last live stream. Look at the name of the video. No, not that one. Okay. Let me see if I can. Was the check from Umar? Okay, there we go. I found it. I found the name. Okay, there we go. Was the check from Umar Johnson real? Was this one? I knew I was that one.
They're gonna talk to me, even if they know how I'm gonna approach it. They're gonna be like, "You tripping? Don't say this. Don't say that. You better than that. You in the military." With the conscious community, since y'all don't go to the cop.
Wasn't that one? Hold on. There's the one with Mind Chaos on it. Hold on. I'm gonna find it. Okay, what the fuck was the one I just clicked on that went to that? Okay, what was that one? Maryanne, Lorient, big check. Oh, okay. She's gonna focus on the on her work, and she's not gonna comment on it no more. That wasn't it. And now you're coming. What the fuck one was it? Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. Which one did I click on? Maryanne Lorient makes a fake call to the bank. Okay, where the fuck is it at? What the fuck? Hold on. Yeah, Maryanne Lorient makes fake call to the bank. Where the fuck is that at? Well, I'll take it. There it is.
We couldn't agree on dinner.
Found it.
Avoid the sad trombonist.
About, I'm
right,
looking at this from an investigative standpoint.
That's you. We care about the check.
Okay, well, that's short-sighted. Dollar Bank for him, yeah, that's some weird shit. Nobody. And then I also have a behind the scenes dealing with people, the same people that she.
Y'all gotta see.
Started doing it, and you got shit fucked up and wrong. She lost a friend that was killed heinously. She rode for her friend. Her friend got killed. She rode for her friend, but she, being overly excited, Marcia Fudge did write a letter to that judge. It's in the article. She said, I wrote the letter and then I redacted it. But because Maryanne gets hyped up because
they were co-workers.
Huh?
Because the judge and him were co-workers.
Right. But what I'm saying is she went after her and that lady put a restraining order on her because Maryanne did not know that she redacted the letter. So Maryanne was like, how could you sit up there and write a letter for this monster to get leniency? So she was riding for her
the letter said, I don't know this person that's convicted of this crime that y'all say is a monster. That's what the letter said.
Okay, but
anybody can write a letter.
If you go back before everybody's trying, and I'm just giving the benefit of the doubt because that's where credibility sticks.
She's a liar. Why are you giving her the benefit of the doubt? She's
with the same reason why you're sitting up here talking about she went through a man that is a monster and a predatory.
Now, mind you, we had just got through watching the video, reading the newspaper article, right? And she comes on and try to tell us a whole different version of the story, like she knows what the fuck is going on. Like she knows more than us. And we sitting there like, lady, like you just came into the picture when it comes to Maryanne. We've been reporting on this all year. All year we've been following this whole entire story detail by detail. You come in for 5 fucking minutes and try to tell us what the fuck is going on. I don't know.
Talking about the check. He went through her bag. I don't want to even talk to you. I'm just let me just.
But on the check, she's a liar.
Okay, all right. We got your viewpoint on it. So now I'm pushing this. So I want to talk about what happened. So Marcia Fudge redacted the letter. So Maryanne was right, but she didn't. She got too hyped up and she did extra shit, and she should have.
She didn't drop. She didn't froze.
Choking happens in seconds.
Knew she was gonna come in there. I think somehow Trey knew.
Like
for some reason, I feel like Trey knew that she was gonna come in there on some bullshit, full of shit. For some reason, Trey had the foresight to see that. All of us didn't think she was gonna come in here and do what she did.
Back to what I was saying.
Look at God, and I don't believe in him.
It seems like Maryanne was raised in a cult, and that would make her, like I said earlier, it's different if you join a cult in your later years, and if you're raised in one. When you're raised in one, you have a sense of community, like, say, being raised in single rooms of 23 people on 2 floors, as an example. Or you could use York. He had a whole apartment building full of his congregation, in quotes. He had the children separated from their parents, the husbands separated from their wives. The females had one building, the males had another building, and the children had another building, and the girls and the boys were separated from each other. What's up, Trey?
I wanted to respond to Spitfire. Spitfire, I wasn't hostile. But if I was hostile, it's because Lanae and I have a background.
No, we don't. We really don't. You're trying to be heard and
I was responding
my
to somebody
story,
in the chat.
and I don't pay any attention to you because you don't make it.
To the chat.
All you do is talk a bunch of shit.
If you don't pay attention to him, how you know he talking shit? And you definitely do pay attention to him because he had to block you from his chat. So lie detector determined that was a fucking lie. See, this is where the problem is with Lanae. She acts as if she's not doing something or she's not a certain way. But the proof is in the pudding, lady. It's the same thing with the story that you gave us about the dynamics in your relationship with Umar, but the text message didn't reflect that. Same thing you're doing with Trey right now. You say he just talks shit and you don't pay him no mind. Well, if you don't pay him no mind, how you know he talks shit? And then why did he have to block you from his chat? Because you were paying attention.
I don't want to talk to you. I just want to tell this.
Can I
like
finish
you can just
responding?
literally sit up here and be quiet because it's not even your panel.
But you just dropped and came back.
Yeah, okay.
I have no problem going back on mute like I just was eating my chips. I'm responding to the person who asked the question.
I don't have any.
They're trying to respond to the chat. Somebody asked him like, "What's going on between you and Lanae?" Because they don't know. Trey does commentary on Lanae, and she don't like it. Trey told the truth. He made me see the dynamics of their relationship too, because I was rooting for Lanae, and then when I finally opened my eyes and saw what the fuck was going on, voila. And I don't think she don't like Trey. But Trey wasn't even talking to her. He was answering the chat, and she pops up and tried to take over the panel, as usual.
Problem with you, I don't know you.
Spitfire asked
Can I answer the person in the chat, please?
Hold on.
Okay. So somebody he was answering that.
Okay.
I don't feel like I was hostile to her.
How are
I
you
just
tonight?
asked her why she wouldn't call her a liar, and then I got quiet. But if I came off as hostile, it's because we got a history. I don't care what she said. The lady lied on me because she didn't like my commentary, but I've moved past it.
We don't have a history.
I don't care. I don't care about it.
We have nothing. I don't know this means.
I don't care about it, which is why I apologize.
We got somebody.
That is a pass, technically, lady. If you know he be talking shit and he had to block you from his chat, that means y'all have a history.
So I don't care about it. I've moved on. So I was not hostile. I'm going on mute.
Hey, Raji, how you doing, hon?
I'm fine. Hello to y'all. Listen. This whole story is juicy.
Now I want y'all to pay attention to Mind Chaos. Mind Chaos comes in and she's on Lanae's side. Up until Lanae starts fucking talking and try to tell us what's going on with Maryanne. Then Mind Chaos flips.
And I'm glad everybody is getting out there and putting their perspectives out. I really think, Lanae, I think you handled Maryanne really well the other night, and she didn't even realize.
Thank you.
You're welcome. The chess moves you was pulling on her. You backed her into so many corners, and she still won't quit. That lady is squirrelier than a damn nut. But I do think it's interesting that She tried to clout chase off your story.
That's funny.
Yeah. I think. Well, and here's the thing: people keep saying, and they said that about me. There are certain people that don't really need the internet to clout chase, and that's kind of where I'm stumped at. I know everybody else is stuck on the fact that you get exposure on the internet, but some people have those chances like in their real life, so they don't really need to come in spaces like this in order to get that. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
So that's where I get confused with her, because she doesn't need this space in order to get that clout. You know what I mean?
Doesn't she? There's a lot of
no, she don't. She's got more.
She definitely do. The second her movie took off and she realized people was watching it, she absorbed all the clout that she could. Even though she didn't get not one good review on the movie, she was just happy that motherfuckers watched
it. Like going for her than most. And I'm not trying to talk. Please, y'all, just please listen to me on this. I'm being objective. I'm trying to be open-minded because, to be honest, she could have used other things to get clout on the internet, but she hasn't been on the internet with it. You see what I'm saying?
I do see what you're saying, but it's
no. Umar was her meal ticket to the clout. When she saw what was going on with you and all this other stuff, she dropped the movie as a tester. It was meticulous. You can tell that she had an agenda when she dropped the movie. Then she waited to see the reaction to the movie. And after that, here we go. Now this movie was 3 years old when she made it. Why didn't you tell us? Why, if that was the case, why didn't you say nothing? Come to the internet when the movie was made. The movie was 3 years old already. She waited for the right time to drop the movie and then come up with her story.
Also, this aspect of it, right? People can have a lot of things going on in their life, but be lacking in certain aspects.
Facts.
Right? She could be the biggest business person ever, but as far as like that feminine energy, the empathy, the compassion, she's not getting that in her real life, which makes social media the clout chase, because some people suffer from Stockholm syndrome. They like need to be a victim. Like you were kind of thrown out into social media. You didn't like crawl and scream to get here. It was like, okay, well, you keep talking about me, so hey, let me introduce myself. My name is Hove. Like, as opposed to this woman who just kind of made up a really big portion of her story.
I don't know what you mean by that, Marky.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it.
Oh God, too old to be chronically online. Are you talking about?
I know we're all focused on the check, but the bigger portion is Umar taking her to court for $500,000.
But we have no proof of any of these. Everybody's been scouring the internet for this stuff.
I think she used the professional mediation. I think that she didn't need to go to court if it's two attorneys, and then whatever they come, they can submit it in
under FDMG or something.
That's not how that works. Because even to get to professional mediation,
but we go back to the main point. Oh, I ain't got no money.
And I'm only speaking because I have an attorney. If I have a problem with someone and they have an attorney, only time we need to consult with the court is if we are petitioning the court or we are submitting in documentation to the court for the court to recognize it.
So
if we don't, go ahead.
If you come up with a settlement and a portion of the settlement is confidentiality, if it's not filed with the court, how is it upheld?
I don't think they came up. That was the whole problem. They didn't come up with the settlement. That's where I was going. When I came up, I was going into all of that. But we got sidetracked on the weird shit. But I was saying, that's what I was saying. I think that, and I can only lay it out the way I heard it. I'm not pushing this. I'm not saying that Maryanne is the greatest or anything. It's just, there are some things that have me skeptical. And then I also have a behind the scenes dealing with people, the same people that she has dealt with, and certain things are not lining up correctly. That's all.
Suddenly, Lanae knows all the people around her, and she didn't dealt with the people that she didn't dealt with. I just now caught that she said that. When did this happen? Said Lanae, and Maryanne, etc. They're so invested. Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Peace and welcome to the channel too, Marky. See, this is what I mean. She says this about everybody. Suddenly she knows the people around you, and she knows all your information. She even said that about us. I know the people around them. I know their license plates, their kids' names, and who the fuck are you? Oracle from Batman?
All I'm giving is the benefit of the doubt.
That's why I'm telling you, she was raised in a cult.
I can't.
Yeah, and that's family.
How all of this makes sense.
Yep, and the family, and calling him the doc, and all of these things that we see that happen in the conscious community, she is heavily indoctrinated with it. So,
right.
But I think the pushback was when she was on there with the Baba, and the Baba was telling Baba Gil, and he was talking about how the conscious community
Marky, thank you for the $4.99 super chat. Gotta support the stream. Appreciate it. If you wanted to support the stream goal, the 25 stream goal, it goes to the Cash App or PayPal. That's pinned to the bottom of the chat, but it's still appreciated and it's still accepted. You still are supporting the stream. But if you were doing it towards the stream goal, next time hit the Cash App or PayPal. But we still appreciate that. We still appreciate the support. We take any support we can get. Just letting you know the stream goal, that's for the Cash App and PayPal. But we still appreciate it. Appreciate the gesture. It still all goes back into the pot. It's just that super chat, YouTube take their little cut, but still appreciate it, bro. Shout out to you. Welcome to the channel.
I think that she has already seen their evil for what it is, and she was calling it out for other people. That's why she took that call with him when they were talking about me. I never saw that footage. I never saw her stand up or for me in that light. And that has no bearing on what I'm saying right now. But I'm just saying that she sees the wrong in the community, but that does not mean that she's still not indoctrinated with the terms, the thoughts herself. Because she's even said about Umar that he's much too big of a person. Umar is not what.
Miranda, thank you for the $2 super chat, showing its rim. Thank you for the super chat, showing rim and tripsies, showing support. Appreciate it. Thank you for the $2 super chat.
They perceive him of that magnitude.
Yeah, they think he's next to like the Oyo Empire. He's nobody.
He's
nobody in Africa. He's nobody here.
So why would he need to sue her though? This is the part that where the whole story falls apart. I don't care who she is off the internet. If she's the producer, she held the cost and the weight of it. The movie already premiered in 2023. Why would he sue her for $500,000?
Okay.
Because it's a logical fallacy.
Umar
I know
is
the
looking
M
for
and the N is right
money.
next to
He's
it.
not only did her. That's what I'm saying. He's not only went after her. He's went after other people with businesses.
But there's no way a lawyer would have advised, not even prepaid legal would have advised her to sit up there. And why would there be a settlement in her favor?
If he's the one that brought her. And no
because
attorney.
she put up all of the money, the initial, just like when he came to Kansas City, we paid for everything. He didn't pay for anything. So let's say he did.
Jessica, thank you for the $10 Cash App. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thanks for all the entertainment. I'm glad I can be your entertainment starting off the weekend. I'm gonna do my best to come up with something better than that tomorrow night too. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but I'm gonna figure it out. Appreciate the $10 Cash App. That goes to the stream goal. So now we are $15 short on it. Yeah, $15. So now all we need is $15 to hit our stream goal. If anybody wants to participate in that, Cash App, PayPal is at the top of the I'm at the bottom of the chat. Oh wait, shit. Marky, I think this was you. Yeah, Marky, thank you for the $5 Cash App, bro. My bad. Hope you make your goal. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. So now we $10 short. Hey, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
Show up, or he was like, oh, you know what, we're gonna go ahead and cancel that event. I'm still out money. It doesn't.
Right.
Okay, go ahead.
You're still out money, which means you have an actionable cause to bring suit against him. He doesn't have.
But I want you to notice, you can start to hear the irritation in Mind Chaos voice, and the shit that she says to her at the very end. Oh my God, I was so glad I dropped off. My phone kept messing up, so you would see me dropping on and off the panel. The shit she says to her at the very end, she was like something like, Umar said your coochie stank. Maybe your coochie do stink. Who knows? Something in that realm. And I was like, holy shit, where the hell was I? Then they text me afterwards. And I had no clue that any of that transpired. And that's the text message that she put up when she doxed my number. That's when she texted me, and I was like, I wasn't up there. Like, you can clearly see that I'm not up there. And if you felt any type of disrespect, I apologize. That I'm basically apologizing for me not being there to mediate or, do something about it, because, there's a guest on the show. You don't want to get insulted. At the time, we were cool. So, I'm not going to let anybody insult anybody on my show, whether it's Lanae trying to insult Mind Chaos or, at that time. Now I don't give a fuck. And I'm glad I wasn't on the panel, because Mind Chaos said what she needed to say. And I probably wouldn't, 9 times out of 10, I wouldn't have been able to stop her from saying it either way. I don't even think it would have made a difference if I was up there or not. She still would have said what she wanted to say. If y'all know Mind Chaos Bruce, if she got something on her mind to say, she gonna say it. She don't give a fuck. Holy shit. Big sis, thank you for the $10 Cash App. Hold on, somebody else sent one too. Okay, that's Big Sis. Ooh, Big Sis, you got the same name as my daughter. They spell it the same way too. The little light-skinned one that I had on here, Y'all got the same name. And Miranda, thank you for the Cash App. So we've reached our goal. Round of applause. Appreciate every last one of y'all. All right, y'all, I'm out. It's like, nah. That'd be fucked up, right? All right, y'all, I'm out. I'll see y'all tomorrow. That'd be fucked up, right? Nah, I ain't doing it. I don't do all that shit. But yeah, you got Big Sis, you got the same exact name as my daughter. Spell it the same exact way.
Cause to bring suit against you, and no lawyer worth their salt is going to advise their client to bring forth an actionable suit when there is a high potentiality of having a countersuit raised against them for their lack of fiduciary compensation for projects or events that are held.
And I'm not saying that he had any, and he didn't, and that's why it didn't go anywhere. He didn't have any grounds to sue her. But her being the temperament that she is, you can see that she was rattled and she took it for what it was. He ended up, regardless of whatever he tried to do, because we already know he's trying to get a bag from anything. So he started attacking these businesses. He started stealing, stealing things from them.
You said a producer cannot put in a lawsuit if the movie flops. All the production was done on both parts. It's a good statement. You said party time. Yup. Now it's definitely easy to remember you. Definitely easy. Well, the one lady, Chastity, got the same last name as me.
And attacking the businesses, regardless of whatever he did, he still had to pay her because she was out money. Was out money. She paid for rooms, she paid them actors. Even when that lady came up, she.
You know what was crazy? I was thinking about switching my name to my actual, like, outside of YouTube nickname, Day Day, but I think Rem sounds better. Remiel, I think Remiel is better. But I was really thinking about that. Like, why don't I just go by Day Day? That's what my fucking name is. Why don't I just go by that? But you know, it's a lot of doxing and shit. So I think I might just stick with Remiel. I think Rem is better.
Had to pay $1,000 for the weird.
That is not how films work at all, man.
That is absolutely how films work. That's absolutely how films work. He had a distribution
let me say this. Let me say this.
There's a set number of theaters that are on the distribution deal.
I ain't gonna lie. Trey stole the show. I gotta put this up full mass. Trey stole the show without even saying nothing. Trey stole the show without even saying nothing. And the thing about it is, Mind Chaos is the one who like really tore into her. But when she texted me, it was about Trey. So I'm guessing she was watching his face and knew what he was doing. Is everyone paid there? You picked a good day. I ain't know that. I thought Friday was usually everybody payday. But hey, shit. She texted me about Trey. I think the message was about Trey, simply about Trey. And I think she was just looking at his facial expression, because I was thinking to myself when I was like, I only heard the beginning part when her and Trey had that back and forth, but that's all I heard. When did Trey say anything else? Now I know what it was. This nigga facial expressions. This motherfucker face steals the show. Yeah. Oh my God. To get them two on the panel together, I'm surprised that even happened. Now that I'm looking back at it, I'm like, how the fuck did that even happen? But to get them on the panel now, oh my God, that would be the best content. Oh man, imagine getting Trey and Lanae to duke it out. Oh man. Oh man, we already know who's gonna win the argument, but just the entertaining aspect of it. you're going to hear about 30,000 ma'ams. You sucked his dick. You're going to hear that about at least 30, 40 times. Guaranteed. And every time he say it, it's going to be like a gut punch. Ma'am. Yo, I'm telling you, Trey should make t-shirts. Ma'am. And the back say, sir. Telling you. Rim rum sounds like the drink. I like it. Yeah. Actually, shout out to Jaded Emperor. He came up with Rim Rum. The original name of the channel was Remiel Ma'at, just my YouTube name. And then it became Rim TV. And then I was like, it's missing something. And Jaded was like, Rim Rum TV. I was like, nigga, I think you're on to something. And it's been that ever since.
And when you do a film, regardless if it's good or if it's bad, you have a deal with them in order for that movie to go out to a certain number of theaters.
But
That is what she lost money.
Umar never signed the contract.
Somebody.
But let me say this though.
It's the same way with music.
Trey could make a killing off of this. If you had one of them little bobbleheads, a little Trey bobblehead, when you bobble the head, it goes, ma'am, sir. I swear to God, I'll buy 3 of them.
Music. It's the same
Umar
way
came
with
to her
music.
for the movie and was supposed to pay for it and didn't.
You said what, Rim?
I said, according to her, Umar came to her for the movie. She didn't go to him, and he was supposed to put the money up, but no.
Who's that? Academy Try Hard. Thank you for the $9 super chat. Trey versus Lanae. Make it happen. I will try my best. I know Trey would be willing to do it, but I don't think Lanae would. But I will try. Rim Rum the Third, sir. Yeah, I forgot about that one. It's Rimeth Rummeth the Third. Oh, you just got off work? Oh, man. Working hard in the city. Yeah, she definitely should that Lanae doll hit. But I'm telling you, the Trey bobblehead, ma'am, you sucked his dick. Ma'am, you dropped his mama, and you ain't washed them dishes. Yo, I bought 3 of them. Shut up and take my money.
Never did.
Correct. He was going to pay her on the back end, but he wanted her to remember. He wanted her to shell out the $95,000 for the documentary, but she couldn't because he saw what her business was worth. Her business in her home, and the fact that she played with it, he knew that she had access to that type of money. And then he went in and he tried to sue her for the $500,000.
Man, I can't believe it.
See,
But
Umar
he had that type of money in the bank.
He thought she was
her
a
house
lick.
must be worth something.
Yeah, he thought she was a lick.
Mine.
This is
Chaos. Hold on 1 second, Robbie. Mine Chaos. You said you wanted to come up and say something. We got one more slot.
That's Trey's conscience going off right now. Ma'am, you sucked his dick. When did you become the Maryanne expert? Hey, Rim, why is we listening to this bitch? She dropped Umar mama. And you ain't washed the dishes. That's what's going on in Trey's mind right now in this video.
Go ahead, Raji.
I am Mind Chaos Brew.
Oh, okay.
One and the same. I know I've been confusing people. This is the thing though. Like, again, even if he filed the suit, even if they decided to go to mediation, in order for her to get rattled, there would have to be some legal filing, right? And even if it was removed, canceled, or whatever, there would still be a record of the initial filing. That's
the only record would be with the ombudsman,
Oh shit!
the professional mediation or the ombudsman. The courts, that's the whole point of having an ombudsman. The courts have nothing to do with it until you have the mediation company or the ombudsman. They put it to the court. This is the whole reason they exist. So there's no need to even consort with the court.
Right, but you keep saying sue, right? It's not that he reached out to her for a mediation. Because just like Maryanne, what initially was said is that he filed a suit. So if you're right, if you go to mediation,
not a suit, a petition. Sorry.
Either way, whatever it is, if you're filing a legal document as a cause of action,
you hear it in Mind Chaos voice. The irritation wheel is turning, and she done crank it up the max. She, as Lanae keeps talking, that wheel keeps cranking. And you can hear it in her voice that she gets. You can literally hear the point where she just like, all right, man, fuck it, bitch, you don't know what you talking about.
Some type of documentation, no matter what.
Right, even if it was sealed, and I'm telling you, in Pacer, in Justia, in Cleveland court, in Philadelphia court systems, there is no record.
There would not be any record.
Lady.
There would not be any record. I think I'm gonna have
hold on.
Maybe one time.
Hold on. I gotta time this one right.
There is no
record. Eyes on Trey.
There would not be any record.
Keep your eyes on Trey. Man.
There would not be any record. I think I'm gonna have maybe one time.
Hold on. Keep your eyes
there
on
would not
Trey.
be any record. There would not be any record.
Man.
There would not be any record. I think I'm gonna have maybe one time this week. I'm gonna have my attorney come on and see if we can try.
Yo, I'm telling you, his mic is muted, but I guarantee you that's what Trey was saying. I guarantee you that's what Trey was saying. Man, oh, this bitch don't know what she talking about. Rim, get this dumb bitch off the panel. I guarantee you that's what he was saying. Let me play it back one more time. I'm telling you that's what he was saying. You can see it. He looked like he was starting to fall asleep. He looked like he was starting to fall asleep. But she woke him right up. Trey definitely is the good. That nigga do not give a fuck. I gotta give it to Trey. That's why I respect him so much. That nigga do not give a fuck. Keep your eyes on Trey.
Systems, there is no record.
There would not be any record. There would not be any record. I think I'm gonna have maybe one time this week. I'm gonna have my attorney come on and see if we can try to figure out.
If I could have been a fly on the wall behind Trey, because I wish he did not have his mic muted. I wish I never told him to just be respectful. I should have just let him go. Oh man, the shit you wish you would have done. I wish I knew back then what I knew now. Oh man, I would have let that nigga go. He only had his mic muted because I was like, Trey, don't go in on there. You know, just do it for me, bro. You know, don't. He was like, all right, man, I ain't going. I should have just let this nigga go. I should have just let him go. Oh man. Should have just shut my fucking mouth and let him go.
From the legal standpoint, there would be no record in Pacer and none of those, because that's the whole
I think there will be no record of the results, but it has to be some type of record that it
no, it would never.
No, that's not Mel. That's Lanae. Kakalaka. But when she said that, she was like, let's take it to court. She said Mel said let's take it to court. I don't know. I was too busy paying attention to Trey.
There are people that do. There are companies that use these people to keep it off of record, because you got to think about it. Some companies have things that can be affected, like the stock market, anything. They use these places, and I'm not saying this, they're on this level. I'm just saying this is why they exist, because they want to hide it from the public. You can literally tank a company if you are feuding with another company.
I know
people get weird about stuff like that.
All
People
I
get
know
weird.
is Cassie
That's what I'm
sued
saying though.
Diddy.
If that
We
was the
saw
case,
it, and
she
then we
wouldn't have
didn't
been able
see
to
the
make no more
settlement.
videos.
Right.
We didn't see Cassie's
As
settlement with
soon
Diddy,
as
but we know
it-
she sued this nigga. We
But
saw
she
that.
didn't use an ombudsman. She didn't use mediation, a professional
We
mediation.
don't know the settlement because the settlement was undisclosed. She signed the NDA.
Right, the media.
But she sued the nigga first for him to settle with
Still
her.
tied to the court. I don't know. Well, my thing is this. When she came back on with this last video, it seemed like I got to the end of it. The problem with Maryanne is that she needs to start speaking specifics, and she's also got that from that cult.
I'm so sorry, Trey. He probably had a fucking brain aneurysm trying not to cuss her ass out. Oh man, my bad, Trey.
Like mentality, she needs to start calling names, because saying that woman or that man is leaving it, there's no way that the internet can verify it. There's no way that it can check itself.
But what I don't get, if you signed an NDA to not talk about certain things,
trying to figure out.
Why would he pay you for it when you already talked?
That's what we was trying to figure out. How did you leave us yesterday, not knowing shit, come back the next day and you know more than everybody that been following the story and reporting on it all year? That's what pissed everybody off on the panel. yeah. I take the responsibility for that one, man. Ah man, I should have let Trey go. Yeah, blame Rim on this one. That was all me.
About it, and then afterwards went to the internet and talked about it again.
Go get up and get a shot of him.
If he wanted to press it, if Umar was just really being that guy and wanted to press it, there's a lot of things he could do, but he doesn't do it because he's not that guy. He's not going to press it. He's not on top of business like that. This is kind of reason why them fines and this stuff were all out of order. He paid all that money just because all you literally had to do was pick up the phone and make a payment. And he's not put together like that.
Right.
Yeah, but to pay 68 grand for somebody to stop talking about something and they keep talking about it.
Now let's get this correct. He did not pay anything for that one, but that woman paying for him, yeah, that's some weird shit.
Nobody paid anything. Nobody.
This is when Mind Chaos then had enough of Lanae's shit. This is when she finally had enough, because she starts coming up with this imaginary woman that supposedly gave Umar the money through what's that fake check company name? Home Legacy Home Buyers. He magically got a lady that works in a Legacy Home Buyers, and she wrote the check out, and she came up with this whole made up theory that you can tell she made up her goddamn self. Because I don't even know how she put that together, but she did. You can tell she made it up herself. Maryanne didn't even say that shit. But this is when Mind Chaos had enough. And you can hear Trip C's even had enough too.
He did not pay anything for that one, but that woman paying for him, yeah, that's some weird shit.
Nobody paid anything. Nobody paid anything. This is the point that I'm getting to.
Okay.
The epigenesis of the lie is.
Look at his smile. That nigga. Trey know what's coming. I didn't. I'm in and out the panel. Trey know exactly what's about to come because he knows Mind Chaos. He knows her. He knew her. This is my first time. I think this might have been my first time having her on the panel and getting to meet her. So I, don't know too much, but you could tell by the look on Trey's face that he knew what was coming. The satisfaction on his face is diabolical.
That's what I'm trying to say.
The epigenesis of the lie is the lawsuit. And again, I can show you from the United States Court of Appeal 4th District. There has to be a petition and the filings stay on file. Now, there is ways to get around that. I'm not going to tell y'all how, you know what I'm saying? But still, the filings themselves still remain. I could share this screen and show you. But, and I will, just because I want everybody to be on the same page while we up here and we talk about this. But the fact that the check was from the lending branch Realty Associates, and it was a specific dollar amount, and that was allegedly the same dollar amount that he paid her.
That's where the girl works. That's the fake check.
That doesn't make sense.
Everybody is in agreement that even Maryanne is in agreement. That's a fake check. That's where the lady works. That's why I'm like, you need to come out with the lady's name.
She's only in agreement with it being fake now.
Right, because she was saying it was.
Can't cover it up.
Right.
I don't think she was pushing the validity of it. She was like, I sent you the check. I sent you the check. Because I think that when she took that screenshot, she sent it to Lennon. And here's the other thing that was left off. They were on the phone at the time that all of this went down. She was on the phone with Lennon.
Well, first she said she sent him a text. And she said they were texting, and then she said they were on the phone.
Right. So, but this is right. The check is irrelevant because, again,
choking happens in seconds, and most homes.
That's where the girl works. It's from a lending company.
She printed the check. She said that she printed the check.
Wait, pause. It's not even a lending company. It's a home buying company.
It's a home buying.
Same thing. Home buying, lending. I don't really care because it was a mailer.
And those mailers do not go to the neighborhood that Maryanne lives in.
Yeah, but don't forget this though.
That stuff comes to like that stuff.
Don't forget this though. Listen. Don't forget this though. It was only one check until she came over here, and you implied that she
took the check from her because they knew what they did.
Who took?
That's why I was trying to run through my thing and then jump down and let y'all pick it apart. This is just I'm just trying to tell you what happened on the video. I'm not trying to push it or anything like that. And where it's got me kind of scratching my temple. And y'all help me figure it out.
I just went through a settlement. And they send the check to your lawyer. Your lawyer takes his cut and then send you the rest.
I'm talking from the.
She's not trying to explain what she's just trying to tell you what Maryanne said on the video.
Correct. I'm just being her mouthpiece right now because she's flustered. She's got that accent and she puts a lot of fluff around it. So I'm gonna just tell y'all what she said and then y'all pick it apart, okay?
But this is the condescending part about it is we don't need you to tell you we don't need you to tell us. We saw the fucking video our damn self. What makes you all of a sudden the Maryanne whisperer?
Okay, so Maryanne said that they sent her in the mail some documents and they sent that check, okay? The check she took a picture of.
I don't know, T-Laws.
I'm trying to keep the steps in order.
I guess.
She took a picture of the check. It went out to Lennon, okay? They sent her an email, and the email gave the time, the date, and everything that she was supposed to show up. They told her to bring that check that we sent you and that paperwork and come to this place with your attorney. And she did. She went to the place. This is not an official court place. This is her attorney and Umar's attorney. Okay. So she goes to the place. At the place.
But it does. Your story, her version of the story doesn't make sense for the simple fact. Why would they send you a fake check in the first place? It makes no sense. I just got a settlement a few months ago. I didn't get no fake check. They sent me my check. Well, they split it into two checks. and never sent me no fake check. So that makes no sense. And then again, why would they print out a fake check and then write out the real check? That makes no sense neither. Shout out to Uncle Mo for pointing that out.
They take the check, the flyer from her and the paperwork. They give her back a real check. She looks at the check. Now, I'm paraphrasing. She looks at the check. There's a woman's name on the check, and then her name is paid to Maryanne Lorient. Umar's name was in the memo section, okay? She signed the documents.
Appreciate that.
And her attorney left. So then she's talking about, we left up out of there. We was running to the car and it was hot. And, you know, that's the fluff. I'm just giving y'all the time where we're up to. Okay, so they get in the car. By the time they get to the bank is closed. They go home. They go to Maryanne's house. Maryanne hops on live with us then, and she's talking about the check. Her attorney is there with her because they didn't get to go to the bank. Okay, the next day she goes in. She did a very smart move. This is where it got me, you know, thinking. Maryanne does not deposit the check into her bank accounts. She has a business and a personal bank account. That's what those two banks were for. I forget which one is what. It doesn't really matter. Dollar Bank is the bank that is tri-state. So Umar dumps the money in the tri-state in Philly, and into this woman's account. The woman works for Legacy. Now here's the other thing.
And now when she says this part, we like, I remember just getting back into the joint because on some of the times where I dropped out, you couldn't see me drop out. My signal was going, it would either drop me out or my signal would go out to where I couldn't hear anything. But I come in and I hear that and I'm just like, what? I was like, first of all, that ain't what Maryanne said. Second of all, when the fuck was this ever even said? Like, the same thing, the first thing was the same thing, but I'm like, second of all, you had to make this shit up yourself. And I know everybody on the panel was thinking that too. Like, she made this shit up her damn self. Because Maryanne didn't say that. She pieced that together. Trying to piece the story together for Maryanne and give her an alibi. She was clearly trying to do that when she was arguing with her.
I believe a little bit of this because there is a ton of women that work with Umar that work at places like this or own businesses like this. Okay. And let's also remember this man is under federal investigation. Okay, for some things.
Oh, let me make it big because Trey making his faces again. Hold up. Every time she says something about that federal investigation, I can hear Trey brain going off like, and he has not been arrested, ma'am. Umar is not going to jail yet. I gotta hit Trey up, man, because we supposed to do something like a live stream every week now because me and his dynamic is good because we don't always agree on everything. So that makes the, live stream great. That's why me and Trip C work together so well too, because we don't always agree on every goddamn thing. You don't want a panel where everybody's just fucking agreeing. Where's the drama, the entertainment, You gotta have some entertainment there.
And is under federal investigation, okay, for some things. This woman works at that bank. She is the one that printed that check, but we're going to get to that in a minute. So let me keep going. So in the morning, they go in there. She opens up another account. When you have financial fitness, you do not put skeptical checks in your personal bank account.
Wait, did she just say financial fitness? No, she didn't. Did she just say financial fitness? What the fuck is that?
You do not put Gorn. So in the morning, they go in there. She opens up another account. When you have financial fitness, you do not put.
Yeah, she said that. She said that. I'm surprised Trey ain't make no face when she said that shit. Financial fitness. We just making up shit now, huh? We just making up a bunch of words now, right?
Skeptical checks in your personal bank account, because whatever BS he's on, that's going to mess up your bank account. You would never put it in your business account because it will mess up your business account. She opened up a separate account and put the check in there. But
there was no need to open up a separate account.
Listen,
she could have just went to the bank.
Let me finish, and then you have to go at
Dollar Bank from the get-go.
No,
she would not.
She giving you the story from Maryanne perspective. This not what she believes. She just telling you what.
No, she said she believed it. Yeah, y'all still waiting on me and Trey. I'm gonna hit him up. I'm gonna definitely hit him up. Maybe we do something tomorrow night.
I'm just telling you what it is. I can pick it apart when it is.
We heard it. We reviewed it. We know what she said.
Trey, look, see, Trey is pissed off now because he feels like it's condescending, and Trip C's felt that way too. I didn't catch it as that. I didn't take it that way at first, but then like towards the end, I started to be like, wait a minute, is she trying to explain something to us that we already, we heard the video. Like, why are you? What are you doing this for?
Giving us,
anyway,
but would you have opened? You personally, would you have opened up a bank account, or
absolutely, absolutely?
Okay, so why would you not go to the bank that's name is on the check?
I just explained that. If I am a woman that has a business and a personal account,
you misunderstand what I'm saying. You're misunderstanding what I'm saying. She didn't have to take it to Huntington Bank. She didn't have to.
She never took it to Huntington Bank.
No, listen. Can you just talked for a long time? Can I get this in?
Because I'm gonna lose track.
She didn't have to open up a Chase Bank, because when she got the check from these people, it was a cashier's check issued by Dollar Bank. All she had to do was go to Dollar Bank and cash the check. She didn't have to be a member, because whoever issued it was a member or was tied to it, hence the cashier's check.
It's not about where. She opened up the bank account because she wanted to see if that check would clear.
So what I just said didn't make sense. So,
like I said last time, what Trey said made absolutely a lot of sense, and what she said made no sense. You didn't need to open up an account, because if you open up an account and the check, you kept deposited into your account, right? And the check is fake, you're going to get in trouble for check fraud. But if you're just cashing the check because you received it from somebody and it's from that bank, that person is going to get in trouble. So what Trey is trying to tell her, like, what she did made absolutely no sense. And then the money didn't come from no fucking Dollar Bank.
What I just said didn't make.
And Umar says he's with a black-owned bank. Dollar Bank, I don't think Dollar Bank is black-owned.
Doesn't make sense.
No, that do kind of sound like a nigga bank. Dollar Bank. Let me see. Is Dollar Bank a black-owned bank? Dollar Bank is not a black-owned bank. Okay, so yeah, that throws that whole thing out the window.
The issuer of the check couldn't have made sure it clear.
Taking that check.
This is bullshit at this point.
There is no way that I would take a check and put it into my personal or my business account.
You don't have to go to the bank that issued the check. Why are you not hearing
But this, for whatever reason, this is.
Now at this point, Trey don't give a fuck what I told him. I can see that. I can see the look on his face. At this point, he don't really get. You better get off. Yeah, I know you know better. Sorry, y'all. The dog was on my shoes. She was fighting, leaning on my Jordans. But at this point, Trey like, fuck Lanae and fuck what Rim said. Matter of fact, fuck Rim too. Got me up here with this bullshit. You know Trey was like that. You know he was there at this point. He's like, you know what? Fuck Lanae and fuck what Rim said. You know what? Fuck him too. Got me up here listening to this bullshit.
How she did it and why she did it.
Look at this
face.
I
don't know Maryanne full of shit. Maryanne full of shit. But she also slow.
I'm gonna say it 3 times like Umar.
Okay, so but let's keep going. Let's keep going, and then y'all can pick it apart.
No.
You don't want to keep it here?
No, I stopped this last night.
Look, the trip season had enough. Trey walked off.
I am not finna sit up here and pick apart bullshit. I'm not finna stick
okay, so
bullshit.
The whole thing with her, the whole thing with the girl coming.
I let you talk, let me talk. I sat up here and asked that woman directly. I said, that check in that screenshot, where did you get it? And she said, Umar Johnson handed it to her.
They sent it to her.
Didn't I listen to what I said again?
Look, see, this is what I'm saying. This is what you want everybody to listen to you, but as soon as somebody say something, trying to tell you something, you're not fucking listening. Lanae was on the fucking panel when Maryanne said this. Maryanne said, I got the check from Umar. Umar handed her the check. Lanae was on the fucking panel when she said it. That's why Trip C's is irritated, because she like, bitch, I know you heard her say it. Because we was both there when she said it.
Okay.
I asked Maryanne directly, and you were sitting right here on the panel.
Yeah.
I asked her directly, where did that check come from? She said Umar Johnson handed it to her in her hand.
See,
okay. Now there are a whole lot of these.
I didn't hear that.
Got home places around. There's one in every state. But guess what? Legacy is based in Texas.
Yes.
Legacy is a completely family-owned business with about 15 employees.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't none of them on Umar.
Now, when Lennon looked it up, I thought that this was under.
No. You got caught. She stopped you in your tracks because you made that shit up, and Trip C's knows it. It's a family-owned business. Only got like 15 employees, and ain't none of these motherfuckers know who the fuck Umar is. My bad. My wife came in and asked me something. But at this point, we know she made this shit up. Well, I'm clueless. I'm gonna keep it to being. I'm clueless. I'm in and out of the conversation, so I'm only catching bits and pieces. And I only saw this conversation when Mind Chaos played it. I think it was the next day or 2 days later. It was sometime in that time frame. And I finally listened to it, and I was like, "Oh shit, that's what happened." But she was like, "Oh, I thought when Lennon looked it up, blah blah blah." I don't even remember Lennon looking it up, for one, and for two, Lennon ain't never says no shit like that. She tried to put it on Lennon. Oh, I thought when Lennon, no, lady, you made it up. You want this mysterious heifer that you don't like, one of Umar exes, that you probably don't like, you trying to throw her into the story. Sharon, Lady Cackalack was talking about, probably trying to throw her into that motherfucker. But I don't think a lady walking around Delaware bare feet is working for the Home Legacy Daughters. And is based in Texas. You ain't never hear about Umar messing with no girl in Texas. Mr. Judge, what's up, man? Umar was attempting anyone. Our mistake. Right. The awkward silence spoke loudly. Yes. Yeah, she knew she was caught. No, it wasn't like I wasn't listening. My signal on my phone was messing up, so it either like kicked me off the panel or I couldn't hear. And I was so mad. I'm like, yo, this sounds like a juicy ass conversation. I want to be a part of it. But hey.
That come from? She said Umar Johnson handed it to her in her hand. See, okay. Now there are a whole lot of these.
I didn't hear that.
Got home places around. There's one in every state. But guess what? Legacy is based in Texas.
Yes.
Legacy is a completely family-owned business with about 15 employees.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't none of them on Umar.
Now, when Lennon looked it up, I thought that this was under scrutiny.
You're bobbling, but when no, don't throw Lennon into this motherfucker. Lennon ain't got nothing to do with this. This your fuck up, lady. You fucked that one up. Lennon ain't got nothing to do with this.
Now, when Lennon looked it up, I thought that this was under scrutiny, and then they were a franchise. So there were a bunch of them.
So this
regardless,
is the
woman is supposed to worked at that place. The bank.
Look, just from the simple fact that she lied and said Umar handed her that check in that screenshot in her hand, knowing that it is a commercial flyer that came in her mailbox, that tells me she lied. I don't need to pick nothing else apart because it's a lie.
So
I don't know. I think that that she should drop that woman's name in we see. I really feel like
there is no woman. It's a whole story.
It's dramatic. It's WWE wrestling. And this is the thing that I need you to understand, Lanae and everybody else. Because I got one of those fishing
undocumented white Cackalack. I think that's who she's trying to drag into it. But I don't think I seen this lady walking around the video I saw, she walking around Delaware barefoot in a red dress. I don't think no lady that's a respectable businesswoman walking around Delaware bare feet.
Checks too. And I took it to the bank. Yeah. Right. But see, I'm a different type, right? I just like to play with people, see what's goody. I took it to the bank. It was written on to see if it would cash. It wouldn't. And I deposited it into my bank account, one of my bank accounts, just to see what would happen. The bank didn't do anything. They stopped the damn check and they shredded it. That's it. So
I've been working in finances for quite a few years, and it's always been that you never put any skeptical checks in your bank account. Or
now she a finance expert, and she's been working in finance for 10 years. When did this become a thing?
Your business. That's just what it is.
Right. But what I'm saying is this, because I wasn't finished. So give me one moment. Let me just finish my thought, and then you could pick it apart. Okay. So when you make a deposit into a bank account, if you deposit a check, withdraw the funds, and then shut down that bank account, you're on the fraud list for check systems. Not to mention that anything over $10,000 needs an 8300 form filed to the IRS if it's drawn off of a business. Anything over $10,000 goes to send to make sure that it's okay, and you don't get anything from that until it's cleared and it's ordered. If this was a real check that we're talking about a fake check from advertisement that was verified. Someone actually called them and verified, this is a London thing, and you call us, and then we make you an order and we pull you in. And again, it's the specific amount. People get those checks every single day.
Yeah, that's not the check though that she deposited in her account. That's the whole.
because she told
you. I'm
right.
She said because she told you it was. She even told you that
they took that from her and they gave her the real check.
That's 3 days later, though, ma'am. This is the new story.
I don't know. That doesn't have anything to do with it. The check that was posted on Lennon.
She been called
the
out.
check
and she
that
had
was
time
posted
to
on
change the
Lennon's
story.
channel is not the check that she deposited in an
And
account.
how do you know
she
that?
lied about
because
that too,
she said, I just told. Well, we don't know that. I don't know.
Right.
She
but
said
I don't know that. But by her story, by me telling the story, they took that check from her.
You telling day 3 story though? What was the day 1 story?
They took that check from her and they gave her the real check.
She ain't say that on
that they did that for this particular reason.
So she took a picture.
On channel at all.
She took
I don't think that Maryanne knew what they were on. I think that they had anticipated, since she had already came out on Lennon, that she was going to show that check, and he didn't give her the real check until he got her there to sign that non-disclosure, because that real check would have told everybody everything.
You know, you want to know the real story.
The non-disclosure.
Y'all want to know the real story. The real story is Maryanne full of shit.
Wouldn't she be violating the non-disclosure by saying Umar Johnson sent me a check?
I think that if she drops that woman, and I wish Maryanne would drop that woman's name.
Trey brought up a good point. The point that I keep trying to bring up when I speak on Maryanne. If they did pay her, she would have had to sign a non-disclosure. And I'm pretty sure, knowing Umar, it would have been not to talk about the check, not to talk about him, not to talk about the school. Period. And she violated all 3. She'd have to get that money back by now.
She ain't gonna drop nothing because Maryanne ain't got no money.
If she does, that'll shut it all down. Because I'm gonna look anyway.
I've been saying this for days. The only way this story makes sense is if Umar stole that check out her mailbox. # Umar's a porch pirate.
It's been 7 days, and all we got was
the check that we all seen does not make. It doesn't matter because that's not the check that was deposited.
It's been 7 days.
No, wait,
I hear you.
No matter what it was, whatever check she got,
both of y'all wait. This is why that check matters, because she told me out of her own lips.
And
if it's a lie, Maryanne told it.
I don't trust that. She says flustered.
Is the check that you saying you don't care, but
no, I said I don't trust anything that she says.
Exactly, you're saying you don't trust it, but you trust in the fact that Umar sent her funds.
And again,
I know. Listen, that money is not Umar's. That's what I'm trying to explain to y'all. That's not Umar's money.
Sent this woman shit. Umar ain't talking to this goddamn woman. Look like she talked to him on Lennon Live.
I honestly think that because it's around the time, I think that woman gave him some money. He paid off that shit at that school, and he paid.
That woman paid that stuff to the school directly.
So Lanae believes that this lady sold her house to pay off Umar's debts at the school and pay off Maryanne. That's what she believes. That's a whole different type of delusion.
If that
but he put.
You giving Umar too much grace and too much grace.
Because
right
you
now.
said that he's not good at business, and you said he's not good his stuff, and that's why he didn't pay the fees to Lennon Honor.
He
so you mean to tell me
woman that wasn't bothering him?
Right, you mean to tell me?
No,
wait, hold on. So you mean to tell me he couldn't come up with $1,000 to file a lawsuit against Lennon Honor, but he could come up with buku cash to file the petition, to get it sealed and stored away, to settle with Maryanne, to hire a mediator, which costs a lot of money to hire mediators. It's quite expensive. And at this time, his bank accounts were frozen. His PayPal was shut down. His Cash App was shut down. Apple Pay say, hell no, you can't have not $1 through him text message. Okay, he had to go on ahead and ask people to send him money, orders, and gift cards. So
the same man that had to dig through money orders at his house in order to pay for my ticket.
You know what?
I'm telling you, the same man that had to dig through money orders at his house to pay for my ticket, my baggage claim, my Uber, everything, my phone bill, is the same man that went and got money from a woman. And I want to hear this through because I know this woman sold her house and gave him that money. And that's the same woman, I guarantee you, that this money came from.
That's very interesting. But here's the only caveat to the story, right?
Allegedly.
I love the word.
The only caveat to the story is I can go in my bank account right now on my app. I could go on my computer. I could go to the bank. I need check number 7873621. Can you please print me a copy? So until she prints a copy, I could give 2 craps if she redacts the hell out the copy. Until she prints me, right? Until she prints an actual check that has bank stamps across it, she's a goddamn liar. And
I know y'all don't
until she can produce a settlement letter with a breakdown of what the settlement was for, she's a goddamn
and it's
liar.
been 7
I know
days.
that y'all, I have interest. When I first, does anybody remember when I first started talking about this, I said I could care less about that check.
Yeah,
I'm not worried about whether all of that. I'm worried about, I'm looking at this from an investigative standpoint.
That's you. We care about the check.
Okay, well, that's short-sighted because this man is
call us all short-sighted then.
And he's under a federal investigation for something, and it fits what she's saying fits what I know to be. I want to know who that woman.
And that's when we knew that you a fucking liar too. Well, we already pieced that together because you came up with this whole fake ass story about Maryanne that she never even said and made up this imaginary woman. And now you're saying the federal investigation fits. What the fuck does the federal investigation got to do with him paying Maryanne? It's like she's trying to come up with a whole conspiracy that is not there.
Is in that way
is Maryanne lied about this fucking check.
We can figure out where that money came from.
It's all made up, woman. It's all lies. It's fake.
Okay, then let it
okay, I put it in terms you can understand. If that check happened, FDMG opening next month.
That school opening in February.
And the fact that people didn't, where was this scrutiny all of these years?
See, this is hold on, y'all. See, this is what I don't want is us to lose sight of the goal. Arguing about petty shit, and that's what we're doing exactly what
Umar's a scam. I don't care. Maryanne's full of shit. End of story.
Shut the fuck up, Rim. Let him go. Shit, this is getting good. I had to tell myself, nigga, shut up. Nobody want to hear you. You've been quiet all goddamn day. Let him talk.
That's point blank, period. Always and forever.
I think everybody on the panel is in agreement except for Maryanne, but it's fine. She's entitled to her opinion.
What are you talking about? I'm not Maryanne. I'm Lanae.
Well, my bad.
I already said I was just laying it out. You gotta understand. I've already publicly went at her. But my thing is, before I put my foot in my mouth, because I've literally told people shit before, like don't push her to the front, and people, no, we gonna go on and do it. We know, and then they did it, and now we're here. So
when the fuck did she say that? You were nowhere in the picture when Maryanne first, and I've had conversations with Lanae outside of YouTube, and not once did she ever tell me not to push Maryanne.
Now I'm trying to help clean up a mess, but I'm just saying I don't jump on things that quick.
Help clean it up for what?
Why do you want to clean up her
that
mess?
woman sit in the mess she created?
Because my story is on a platform
But this has nothing to do with your story.
I understand that, but if the platform is the credibility of the platform sinks, then that also offers my story a side eye.
Over here is fine, because we don't believe shit she say.
Well, you know, there were some people gun-ho about my shit too. You know what I'm saying?
Right, this is the thing, Lanae.
You're so hard on it, it's making us
over here.
There's still people thinking a certain way, and I done told that story like 18 times, and people still not following what's going on.
Can I say something?
Hold on, Lanae. Hold on, Miss Lanae. Hold on. Let me say something real quick. Over here, we always say that out of all people, there's only two people that actually came with actual receipts. You and I forgot her name, but they called her conscious stripper. Y'all the only ones.
The thing about it is, I really hadn't seen none of Lanae receipts. I was assuming that since she was on Lennon channel at the time, she dropped some receipts because Lennon usually not letting people up there without no receipts. So I was assuming that she showed Lennon something if he had her on the show multiple times. I really hadn't seen any receipts. We was going off the fact that she was over at Lennon. Apparently, people were telling us that in the beginning that she dropped receipts over at Lennon channel. Go watch Lennon, but I never went over there and watched it because what am I going? She's telling me the story here. Why am I going to watch it again? Listen to it again. But I guess I was fucking wrong. I mean, she did drop some receipts. Technically, she did drop receipts. It's just that the receipts didn't match her story. Let me rephrase that. She did drop receipts, proving that she did have a sexual relationship with Umar. Yes, she did. It's just the fact that the receipts didn't match her story. Yeah, basically, that's basically what she's doing. Shaq. I think that's your name, Shaq. Peace and welcome. Jay Williams, what's up?
Kim.
When it was time to come over receipt.
Yeah, Jay, I've been seeing you.
So this is what I want to say to you, Lanae. You going hard in the paint trying to clean up her mess. I don't know. Listen, just hear me out, sister.
Yeah.
I want you to just really hear me. I don't know what's broken in you. Your story is not the same as her story.
I'm not, and see, this is where narratives get taken off. I'm not trying to clean up her mess. I'm trying to make sure before I speak on something and I'm locked into that, I know what I'm talking about.
One mic.
This is
so you actually said, and we can run it back, that you're trying to clean up her mess, and it might have been.
No, I said a mess.
Oh, listen. Please just hear me out.
You hear me? One mic. Oh, shut the fuck up, Rim. You ain't say nothing all goddamn live stream. You fix your phone, motherfucker. You sit your ass back and fix your goddamn Wi-Fi connection and let him talk. Shut the fuck up, Rim. Nobody want to hear you.
Go ahead.
Because I haven't interrupted anybody. I would appreciate that. Thank you so much, love. So here's the thing. I don't know if that was a Freudian slip, right? But if you align yourself with this woman, when she's a clear-cut liar, you don't have to sit there and put your foot in your mouth, but you also don't have to try to re-explain her angle or subconsciously be co-signing her nonsense. Because the reality is, then that destroys your credibility.
And this is why I'm trying to, when have y'all seen me align myself with Maryanne in any of this?
You're aligning yourself with
her. Hold on. Wait, pause. Everybody stop.
I'm literally, no, I'm not. And this is where I said,
listen,
you gotta be careful.
Hold on, Miss Lanae. Hold on.
Mic to, because I'm not aligning myself with her. I am trying to look at it from an objective standpoint, and people that want blood don't want that. And I don't want to put my name on something and saying that, she's a liar, and lose sight of the big picture.
Right, but I don't
not worried about Maryanne, nor have I been worried about.
We ask for receipts. She gives us a different story.
Well, hold on.
And we're up to story number 5.
And no one
Well,
is
hold on,
saying
real
that
quick.
you're.
Hold on. Let me say something. Hold on. Pause. Everybody pause.
No, and I
I want
know
to say something
Maryanne
about
wouldn't do the same for me. I'm
Miss Lanae just
quite
said.
aware. But I'm not.
I
Me and
think the
her are two
reason
different
why.
types of women.
Damn, y'all got me in here cussing myself out. Shut the fuck up, Rim. Damn it. Shut up. Didn't nobody come to see you, Rim. Right, Cadillac. Ain't nobody here for you, motherfucker. Shut up. Damn, got me. No one asked you, right? I'm over here cussing myself out on the panel. Shut up. God damn it.
Women.
But
Sorry,
hold
I
on,
was
Miss
answering the
Lanae.
chat. Sorry.
I think the reason why she said that is because in the live the other day, and I saw some comments about this too, and I defended you on this too. When you said that y'all had that little disagreement behind closed doors, but you still publicly defended her. So some people felt like you knew who she was, you knew she wasn't right, but didn't say nothing and kept it, supporting her.
No, that's not. And see, this is. Oh my God, this is what I'm talking about. So what's going to happen?
I definitely had to point that out, and I kind of did defend her on that, but then I started to think, you did say that though, when you were arguing with her, you was like, you knew she wasn't right, but you still publicly defended her by your own admission. That's what you said. I knew you wasn't right then, but I still publicly defended you. And you was like, huh? Niqua, what's up, sis? She said, Rim passing through asking if anybody needs something from the store. That's basically who I am in this conversation. I'm the nigga that's going to the store to go get the Duchess. That's basically who I am in this conversation right now. Ain't nobody come to see you, Rim. Shut up.
If you start making assumptions, and I keep receipts on everything, we gonna go back and pull receipts. People being in my DMs, and I've told them how I felt about Maryanne. Well, why don't you say? Because I've told them. I've been in chats. We recorded. Y'all gotta understand. It's not only me in those chats watching those chats. I've had whole damn tailgate parties with Lennon's shit up on the screen. There are people that know that I have been trying to tell people, slow down, just like now, slow down, let's think this shit through. If she comes out to be a liar, what the fuck do I care? That's not, but I'm
definitely was trying to save her feelings. At this time, I was on my respect my elder shit, and if anybody gonna roast her, I'm gonna let, the ladies do. This Rim don't give a fuck no more. I done seen all I could see on every time. I think I didn't see all I could see on YouTube. It never ceases to fucking amaze me. But this version of Rim that y'all looking at today don't give a fuck. I wish I could jump back and have my phone ready and fixed, and I'm like, bitch, you lying. In my Trey voice. Yeah, you want a backwood? Right. That's who I am right now in this conversation. And Trey, look at Trey's face. He disappointed. He like, Rim, you know this bitch lying? I can hear it. You can see you can see it in his face right now. Like, Rim, you know this bitch lying. Why are you trying to save her?
Saying if my story is on that, and he said he was going to take everybody's stuff down based off of the credibility, but all I've been doing is giving receipts, and this is on a man that a whole community allowed to rise to the top with 0 receipts. It's just based off of emotion.
Yep.
It's so much based off of emotion. I don't believe, I know who Maryanne is on a different level from when she asked me to come out to Ohio. I peeped her shit then. I'm not saying she's great. I'm not aligning myself with her. But if you're only thinking one way,
I mean, there was you're contradicting yourself. You're saying you knew who she was, and then said you knew who she was back then, right? And then go on to say, but I'm not aligning myself with her while defending and aligning yourself with her. Make that make sense.
Then yeah, it's gonna look.
She said, if you think in one way, there's only one way to think, lady. She showed a fake check, and then there was 5 different stories. She only came up with the last part of the story because you gave her the story to give.
Look like I am. I'm making sure I cover all bases. Even when I came to her after all the shit she's done to me publicly, when I came to her on this show, I was patient. I tried to get to the points and stuff to get her to talk. And I got further with her because she gets flustered when she gets mad. And I could kind of understand somebody like that. It doesn't make what she's saying more factual or anything. It just means that I understand when she gets mad, she gets flustered. She adds fluff to shit.
God.
You got to cut through that and get the real story. And nobody has gotten a real story. I came up, I said, I'm going to just lay the story out and then y'all pick it apart. But people were like, no, that's not what it is. That's not what it is. And I'm like, okay, then it doesn't need to be what it is. But at least listen to what she's proposing. Nobody knows what she's proposing. But I want to know who that woman is because that would answer a question about why he's under federal investigation. I said publicly, I don't care about that check.
Okay.
So,
Leanne,
okay.
First off,
I land my plane.
First off, you wouldn't have been mentioned tonight if you didn't come in the comments or come up here. We was just talking strictly about Maryanne, her lying, and this fake check. Our opinions on it, and we were going over. We got backtrack a little bit because I had to run somewhere, but we were going over prior content. That's all. So you wouldn't have been involved. Maryanne and whatever her motive is behind all this.
I'm not trying to insert
none
myself.
of us can say, did I say you were?
No, you said you wouldn't be involved in it.
I said you wouldn't have been mentioned. You wouldn't have been involved in this tonight.
Yeah, Trip season.
If you hadn't come in the chat, if that's what you took from it, okay. I'm just saying.
I was talking about from Lennon. I was saying from him.
But you're not over on Lennon's. You're over here.
No.
And listen, I've let you talk.
Go ahead and talk.
We come at this from all different kind of angles. We're over here right now. The purpose of this live was to go over the lies that Maryanne has told. That's it. That's all. All the extra and the arguing. I told y'all before y'all came up, I wasn't with the arguing tonight.
No, we're not. I wasn't trying to argue with anybody.
You weren't trying, but it happened.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna drop down. I'm gonna bid y'all do. I just wanted to lay out what she was proposing. If it could be relevant, it could not be, and then we'll see where everything goes. I've yet to be wrong. We'll see where everything goes. That's all I wanted to say.
I think she was.
Choking happens in seconds, and most homes.
Okay, so now I gotta find the so that's the end of that, and Big Sis comes up, but I'm trying to find the one where Mind Chaos went off. Maybe I can find it on Chaos Channel. Taka Bay still around? Oh God. Was this it? No, the one before that. Before that. I think it was this one. Was it this one? Aggressive attacks online. No, it might have been this one. Yep, this one. I think it was this one. No, this ain't it. I'm getting close though. Next stats called out online. Lanae stats shuts down Maryanne. Full drama. Oh, I gotta take time to find it. I think I'm gonna just stop this right here. I still gotta take time to find it. I ain't gonna be up all night trying to find it. We've been going 3 hours anyway. It's getting late. All right, y'all. So I guess that's the end of Lanae versus Maryanne, but I guess we can do Lanae versus Mind Chaos next. That's where all the shit hits the fan. But all right, y'all. I'm about to go put the rest of these kids to bed. I'll be back tomorrow. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to everybody that stopped by. Like I said, we live streamers, y'all who make these lives lit. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Make sure it's on all so you can be alerted and notified whenever I drop this heat. It's your boy, the one and only, Rim Rum, here on Rim Rum TV. Rim Rum TV 2. I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Until then.